Yo, 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 it's the Xbox Ghost Kaleidoscope. Back up in this motherfucker on the DirectX show, minus the fraud. And man, people, there's been a lot of shit going down lately, bro. But before we get into any of that, let's go to the members of the panel. And today with us, we actually have an invited guest, all right? Actually making his appearance on DirectX for the very first time. Yo, Flip, introduce everybody to you.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Flip. Flip Money Online on Xbox. I'm just filling in for whoever who's not here. And besides, I have to learn how to do the rope if I decide to do this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
True
sir.
that, true that, man. Oh yeah. All right, and also we got the Don King of Xbox with us, Mr. E-Rock X. Yo, E-Rock, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hey, guys, this is E-Rock X, the Don King of Xbox, the hype man for the Xbox brand. And what a splendiferous night this is. We got a full cast here, and we got some things to talk about. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. And then one of the masterminds behind the Heroic Vibrations podcast, where this Wednesday we're gonna go spoilerific on Avengers Infinity War, people. All right, so Mr. Triple Cup Chuck, introduce yourself to everybody.
Man, what's good with you, man? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck. I'm up. Man, this is a beautiful week. A lot of stuff been going on for everybody. Like, what I'm saying, in the whole world, you got your NBA draft, NFL drafts. What I'm saying? You got the Affinity War that's coming out. We got games that's coming out. People saying there's no games. You hear the Twitter wars, but next now we playing games as we speak. Man, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And also, Mr. Intro Media himself, Mr. 100. Yo, introduce yourself to everybody.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know this is Mr. Don't Give Two Fucks back in the building. We did it on Saturday. I ain't go to no baseball game this week because my team out of town kicking Frisco ass. But we finna talk about some real. You about to hear a podcast with real gamers that we play games and we say names. So get your popcorn, get you a drink, a beer. You know what I'm saying? Kiss your girlfriend on the forehead because we about to go in.
Hell yeah, yo. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Colada. Before we move
Yeah.
on, I just want to say this. He used to say something about baseball game. He sold us out over a baseball game. I will officially say this. The only way you can drag me to a baseball game if I had a Nintendo Switch. Now think about what Twilight Zone I got to be in.
Wow, you taking shots, bro?
Man, I'm just saying though. Think about it. That go hand in hand. You had a baseball game. And
You couldn't take me. You couldn't take me to a Saints game at all.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Raiders
Alright,
came to
good
find no
shit.
fucking home.
We do. It's called
Good
Vegas.
shit, good
Like
shit.
lost
Man.
puppies.
All right. Because I know how y'all get with sports, man. Literally,
Yeah.
these people go in when it comes to sports, man. But it's all good, though. Know what I'm saying? Because everybody likes different things. All right, just like in gaming, everybody likes different things. Not everybody likes the same shit, and that's understandable. Ain't no foul in that if you like something different. You know what I'm saying? There's like all the people that play Fortnite. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? But I personally, not my cup of tea. But for the people that love it, I'm glad you loving it and you enjoying it on the platform that you love playing it on. All right, that's what's up. Now, there's a lot of fucking talk, from fanboys and from the Sony camp, not necessarily like the Sony, fans, but the ponies, all right, the fanboys and shit talking about that Microsoft is going out of business and all this bullshit and yada yada yada. I mean, it gets old, man. It sounds like a fucking broken record. All right. But yet they did what? $2.25 billion last quarter. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. That's like buku dollars right there. And with all this doom and gloom that the Xbox is about to die and they're about to go away and shrivel up and fade. But still, let's go with you, E-Rock X. What are your thoughts on this, man? Do you think they're valid in all the crap that they slang at Microsoft and shit, or are they just full of shit, or they just spiteful?
This has been a wonderful week. It's been a wonderful week for me to look at all of the haters, all the salty comments, and look at all the damage control, whether it be on Twitter which I've been trying to stay the fuck off of. I've been trying to delete my Twitter account, but I can't because I need to stay in contact with you guys. You know
All
what I mean?
right.
I've been loving seeing all the damage control because the first news we got earlier in the week was that Sea of Thieves.
We'll go into
Remember?
that later.
We'll,
We'll go
we'll,
into
we'll,
that
we'll,
later.
we'll go into that later.
Yeah, we'll go into
Well,
that right after this.
I'll stay on topic.
All right.
Microsoft announces that they made 2.25 billion in a quarter. So what businesses do, they break up their financials because they got to report their financials. They break it up into quarters. So for most companies, the quarter could be a 4-month quarter or a 3-month quarter. They still call it a quarter regardless. Microsoft made that in a couple of months off of the power of PUBG, people buying items on Fortnite, people buying Game Pass, people buying games off of Xbox Live. That is a ridiculous number for a company that's going to spin off the Xbox brand, going to sell the Xbox brand. Xbox is dying. Xbox has got no games. Xbox is finished. That is incredible. Some companies don't make $1 billion in 4 years. That is just a ridiculous number. It's an insane number. And so you asking, what does this mean? What this means, if you're an Xbox fan, is that your brand is thriving, your brand is healthy. These single player, story driven narrative games that you requested, that you didn't buy, well, more of them are coming. But it also means that the games that I like to play now, games with emergent gameplay and games where I get to play with my friends, like Sea of Thieves, we're going to get more of them. So, I mean, I'm happy, man. This news is amazing. It's incredible. It shut the critics up. The critics are silent, and yet they still finding a way to hate. You know why? Because they hate to be wrong. They hate Xbox, and this news is a slap in their face. Kaleidoscope, I think, is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually upped their spending costs for the Xbox division. All right, since they pulled in so much bank, which is a good thing. I can't front.
Wow.
Yo, Flip, what are your thoughts on this, man?
I'm not surprised. Can you? I mean, like, really? I don't see how anybody can be surprised that they made this amount of money just in what 2 to 3 months. I mean, we're talking about
Mhm.
Microsoft here. So, Xbox doing good. That means we're gonna get what we want in the years to come. I can't see how this is a bad idea or how anyone is talking bad about them when they're doing good financially. I mean, for those who are upset and angry in the face, you just gotta pat them on the back and tell them it'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, man. Yo, Triple Cup. I know you've been hearing all this news, man. What do you think about it, man? Do you think Microsoft is doing well for themselves?
I mean, with that type of money and people saying Microsoft is dead last in consoles and they the worst console makers, that's pretty goddamn good to be in
Yeah.
dead last. You know what I'm saying? Just if you look at it, like, who wouldn't want to be dead last making what is $2.5 billion a quarter? Like, and
2.25,
then
yeah.
yeah, then the crazy part about it is, um, Microsoft gonna just say no more Xbox, and just every quarter just say we don't want $2.2 billion, just a check. That's like, explain that to me. Like, what corporation has any type of sense gonna do that? Any corporation, and like, from what I was saying, the only thing that was killing them with the PUBG is, I mean, the Fortnite on the free mode on the PlayStation, you don't have to have PSN to play it, but on the Xbox you do. You got to
Well, I
have
mean, you do
Xbox
have to
Live.
have
That's what I
PSN. You
heard.
just don't have to have PlayStation Plus.
Okay, well, yeah, go ahead and
All right,
PlayStation
but
Plus.
yeah, on Xbox, you do need Xbox Live Gold. True that.
Yeah, I mean that might be a bad thing in a sense, but at the same time, it don't really affect Xbox players because in reality, if you have an Xbox, you have Xbox Live. You know what I'm saying? They go hand in hand. That's the Bonnie and Clyde. So
Hmm.
that's expected out of us. We already in the ecosystem, so it's just like we're gonna get it anyway. So when people on the PlayStation, they might have it, but that's not receiving no money for it. Without no money, that means you can't build on it. I mean, money rules everything, make everything rotate. So if you ain't making money off of it, then you could say I got 10 billion. It don't matter if you selling everything for $0. So it don't make no sense when people try to shoot numbers out like that, and then when they see something like this here, the actual product and why are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy that people do stupid stuff like that.
Hmm. No doubt, no doubt, man. But fanboys will be fanboys, bro. Know what I'm saying? Those are just facts. Yo, 100, man. What are your thoughts on all this, man? Do you think Microsoft is doing good for themselves? You
Man, I've
think
been
Killer Phil and all of them is happy about this shit?
man. Somebody didn't got a bonus. Shit, it
Mm-hmm.
might even shit. Alan Pinello, like I'm out of this motherfucker. Shit, I can retire. This got me a bonus, but no, but you know what? I thought it was great. You know, I don't know what's these reckoning of. They're gonna sell off Xbox for what? They make money. You know, you got 59 million people on Xbox Live. Well, you got Sony is what in the 30s, but they got over 80 million trillion consoles sold. That's why I be calling bullshit. See, I was watching the No. I like to watch the No, especially my girl. She be looking fine in the month, but Mika be looking fine. Mika marry me. No, but they first came out with Sony like, yeah, Sony did this. You know, they made money this quarter. But Microsoft, I was like, oh, you finna tell the truth. But Microsoft did this and they were shocked. Like, whoa, that's telling you that the Xbox install base are buying games, movies, subscription services, you know, Game Pass. People said Game Pass was going to fail or Game Pass was going to doom Sea of Thieves. Come on.
Because a lot of that, some of that revenue came from Game Pass.
Yeah, so people, you got to understand, Microsoft, $10 a month with all these games. That's in them, and you get the exclusives. That's marketing genius. Everybody want to get on Shannon and all the rest of them for their marketing. Looks like their marketing is working because it's made them $2.5 billion in 3 months. So y'all trying to tell them what they supposed to do? No, you need to go back in groceries. Make sure you put my milk in the plastic bag. I don't want a brown bag. I want plastic.
Wow. But well said, though, man. Well said. You can't front, man. They've been bringing home the bacon. All right, literally, pun intended. But it's a good thing, man, because that's just gonna feed. Since they actually raised their spending, their expenses on the Xbox division, that'll just bring more of what E-Rock stated earlier, man. More single player based games, more emergent games, you know, gameplay, you know, different types of titles in different genres. All right. Because if anything is here to go by, especially history, Microsoft loves to do a lot of different types of games in different types of genres. All right. I mean, I was downloading now Halo Wars 2. I have not played it, but damn, 100 and K Mega and Live, you know, so many other people have played it. And it's like, oh, if you love Halo, you need to play this shit. I'm going to go try it out. Why? Because it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Kaladi made me mad. I forgot. I was playing that shit the other day. I forgot the what you call it pack came out. The expansion for when you go find the flood on charity. I gotta play that shit tonight.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
I was playing it. Let's see. That's the problem. You got too many games.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like, you know, any person that has a PlayStation. I know a lot of people that have PlayStations. My cousin has one as well as my brother, and you know, they all think Game Pass is a phenomenal idea. You know what I'm saying? If Sony was to give something like that to their consumers would jump on it in a heartbeat. Why? Because it's like Netflix, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Before you had things like HBO where you barely saw anything. All right. Now you got things like streaming services like Netflix where you get a multitude of things to entertain you. All right. And original IPs as well. All right. Because Netflix does their own programming as well. If they was to lose all their movies, they'd be good because of all the programming that they have, man. It's just ridiculous the amount of shit I see on there. And every time it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And Xbox Game Pass to me covers multiple genres as well. That's the Netflix of gaming right now, people. What Sony tried to do with PlayStation Now and failed, all right, because of the way it was set up, Microsoft actually succeeded with Xbox Game Pass. Now that's a trip. Now let's go on to one of the major things that happened earlier this week, and E-Rock did a video on this. It was the MPDs, all right, because that's what ponies love to talk about all the time. Know what I'm saying? And the fanboys, MPDs. Know what I'm saying? If it's not on MPDs, it don't matter. Well, people just should clear things up. MPDs are only physical sales. They do not include digital. But still, let's go off of the MPDs, all right? So on the MPDs, in second place was Sea of fucking Thieves. The game that everybody said was garbage. Diabetic gaming. The Kraken is lacking. All right. But yet that shit hit number 2, right behind Far Cry 5, which is a multi-plat release. And then MLB The Show, one of Sony's heavy hitters, the only one that has the exclusive baseball license on a platform that has 80 million consoles sold, came in 3rd place. Now that's fucking mind blowing. I mean, literally, it's fucking mind blowing. Let's go with you again, E-Rock. What are your thoughts on this, bro?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Next Gen 720 Zaire. How I've waited for this day. Diabetic gaming. The Kraken is lacking. All of that stuff. All of that nonsense. All of that, all for almost 29 days now. Sea of Z's. Oh man, it'll put you to sleep. Nobody's playing it. Meanwhile, there's dedicated Sea of Thieves channels. There's a channel out there called the Crow's Nest. There's dedicated people are streaming Sea of Thieves day after day. Oh, it has no content. How I've waited for this day. Now, I've always said that sales do not, in my mind, do not indicate or indicative of how a game or a movie entertains you. Not the mob, not the masses, how it entertains you, Kaleidoscope, or you, Triple Cup Chuck. Just because I may like Sea of Thieves, or I may like Max the Curse of Brotherhood, or I may like Cuphead, gotta stay on brand. That doesn't mean anybody, you all gotta like it. To each his own. But to have all of these morons out here who was shitting on this game, who haven't played it. I know personally, Kaleidoscope right now on my friends list is the leader. I'm trying to catch him. I finally surpassed, shout out to the Welsh gamer, Bdraw1111 and the Dragon X podcast. I surpassed him in Microbox of X. That's what Sea of Thieves is, man. Now for me, is me trying to catch up to Kaleidoscope, who left us all in the dust because Kaleidoscope actually plays the Xbox exclusives. Oh, man. Those MPDs came out, Kaleidoscope, right? Those MPDs come out. I was not expecting Sea of Thieves to be number 2. I was not expecting it to only get beat out by Far Cry 5, a multi-plat on multiple systems, including the PC. But I had no idea it was going to beat the mighty MLB The Show, one of them bangers on PlayStation, okay? And all the way down to number 8, No Need Cooney, whatever. One of them bangers on PlayStation. Nino Cooney. Somewhere on number 6. And for you Nintendopes out there was running your mouths about Sea of Thieves. What was low on the list? Kirby. I had somebody in my comment section talking about
Kirby came in at number 4, man. Wow.
Microsoft don't put out quality games like Kirby. Like, really? You know what, man? I'm loving this. Because Sea of Thieves shut up Zaire. It shut up all of his haters. It's vindication for me and everybody who loved this game. I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea. But when I threw myself in Sea of Thieves and let myself go to the experience of feeling joy, of feeling accomplishment, of feeling anger, of feeling all these emotions by playing this game just not scripted and that I cannot control, I began to love Sea of Thieves like everybody else. But this is vindication for Rare. Rare put their heart and soul. This game, it reeks of Rare. It reeks of everything they made since Donkey Kong Country. And to sit and insult Rare by saying that, oh, it's not a AAA game. First of all, we're going to get to this in a later conversation. A lot of you keep talking about AAA and AA, don't even know what the fuck that means. Okay? A AAA game is a game with a massive budget behind it, massive marketing, massive development cycle, and Sea of Thieves fits all those criteria. You insulted Rare. You insulted every other developer and every person that works for Rare who busted their ass in that game for years. That was an insult to them. Well, guess what? They have been vindicated. Pinello's been vindicated. Microsoft's been vindicated. I love it. I love it. And my fan base on the E-Rock X channel keeps telling me, E-Rock, take the high road. Don't make this about you versus them. Well, I am making it about us versus them because that game was unfairly shit on by the critics and by boneheads like chocolate chip cookie face Zaire. And now look, number two, all you haters eat that crow, eat that plate of crow. How does it feel that the cracker is lacking and it still beat your almighty exclusives? I'm done.
Damn. All right, but yeah, I did notice that video that you did. You had a crow on a plate, bro.
Yeah,
with
man.
With a fork and knife. I was like, oh shit. He said, y'all ready to eat this crow?
You could have it with potato salad or green beans. Pick your sides.
That shit had me dying, bro. That was brilliant, man. That was brilliant. Yo, 100, man. What are your thoughts on this, man? On Sea of Thieves, even though you known this shit was gonna be a hit. I mean, you've been in beta since. As a matter of fact, you've been in the alpha.
Wow.
Before there was a beta. What are your thoughts, 100?
Man, I'll put this way. The
And
people that's
yeah,
talking about it, you
I
ain't gonna
remember
never.
when people were shitting on you because of the water, right? There was like,
Oh,
nah, that
man.
water ain't like
Mo,
that.
Man, people
And
sit
you like,
there
man,
and
I
make
played it.
videos and everything. But I guess what? Guess when I was at E3 last year? Guess what booth, other than Forza, was you people wanted to play Sea of Thieves. It's something different. Remember, they bitch about it. We need more variety. You ain't got
Yes.
nothing but Halo, Gears, and Forza. Now
Mhm.
come out with something. It ain't good enough. You end up getting record. Motherfuckers gonna complain to just complain. That's why I didn't gave up for team talking to them no more. You know what I'm saying? I just sit there and you just gotta let they've been brainwashed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've been brainwashed and let
When
them
you when you keep hearing it enough from fanboys, after a while you start to
Yeah.
believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and instead of you going to try it out for yourself and stuff like that, like I played it so much, I needed a break. Me, Flip,
Livewire.
Livewire,
Live wire.
throw Chuck in sometime. We gotta find somebody. We get on, and that game was playing for hours. We play it. We play it for hours. Only one reason
It's a time suck, bro. It's a time suck. Sometimes you put the game on. Next thing you know, it's 5 hours
Hours.
later. Oh shit! Look at the time, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so they gotta understand. You can't say it's a hit if you don't like it. You can say this is not my cup of tea. That's all you got to say. You ain't
Yes.
got to shit on the game. You ain't got to put the game. Oh, it's a diabetic. It's just doing diabetic numbers. You got a whole lot of sugar. You know what I'm saying? What's called had the same little thing too. Remember when look at Destiny 2 Mega Pack because why it's dead over there. When I heard the same thing, we call it the Division came. And we go back to Division at least once a week. At least me and Bam. Because they added something. But you can't, if you don't know what I'm saying, don't knock it until you try it. You try it, you don't like it, you just can't say it's dog shit. Just say that K gonna take over a lot of people's lives. I'm
Yeah.
preparing for mine. Gonna take over a lot of people's lives because we got what we wanted. We got exactly what we wanted co-op. And I like people out there like, I see the homegirl Mad Queen. I see a bunch of people live was doing, streaming the original one, telling people why we so hyped. Like I tell them, go play the original one. But see if these is something that's different. And a lot of people don't like change. Some people don't. If you don't play no games, I can't go off your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing.
If your police worker come up suspect, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of felonies over there. You know, you just ain't. I can't respect your opinion.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of dudes out there right now in the community that actually, talk about certain games, like Sea of Thieves, for example, and they throw shit on it, like, oh, no, that's not the type of game that I like to play, so on and so forth, or the game is trash. They don't say it's the type of game they don't like to play. They say the game is trash. right? And then you check their police record, and you see that they really ain't playing that many games anyway to begin with, right? So you're like, all right, so why should I take your opinion seriously if you really don't play that many games? All right, you only got 2 or 3 games that you actually do like. So why should I even take your opinion seriously? Because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's your opinion. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean it's not the shit for somebody else, which when it comes to opinions, it normally is. All right. So Chuck, what are your thoughts on Sea of Thieves, man, coming in and raking all these dollars?
I mean, it's an amazing thing, but what like I feel about it is me personally, I like to talk about games I like. So if it's a game I like, I'm gonna talk about it. Like, like in Sea of Thieves, how we talk about how we was shooting at each other, just everything that we did, searching for the treasure, who get, stuff that we like about a game. We're gonna talk about the stuff that we like. If it's something bad, we're like, well, they might have such and such as going on with the game, but it's gonna get better. But right now, this is what I like to talk about. But like a game I don't care for, let's say Noni Kuni. I mean, you never heard me even talk nothing about it because it's not my type of game. So a person that this type of game, if they like this type of game, they let them talk about that. Like, but if you want to be a person that want to say something negative about a game, I'd rather go to a person, let's say Bound. He played Madden. If next year Madden come out and Bound say it's not as good as last, it's okay game, but it's not as good as last year. I mean, I can understand because he plays Madden. But just for people, if you don't play this game, you really don't have, or you don't like this type of game, you really should have no opinion about this game. Because just because you don't like RTSs, that mean they're garbage? No, that just means that's not your genre. If you don't like sports, that's just not your genre. Let a person that plays sports games talk about sports games. And if he don't like this sports game, he'll say why he don't like it without making it sound like it's just trash. Just to say it's trash.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you on that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to throw no salt, you know what I'm saying? But I got to bring it up, though. Zaire, he visited one island in Sea of Thieves.
One
island, people. All right. So, if I'm a person that I want to know more about Sea of Thieves, would I take this man's opinion seriously? See, he hasn't really played the game. So why should I even listen to what he got to say? I might as well go listen to somebody that has played the game on one of these channels, these YouTube exclusive channels for Sea of Thieves, and get my information from there.
One island means you haven't even played the game. You hopped in a boat, you went to the first island you seen, and just made your opinion based off of that. You know what I mean? I tell people, get like there was a not to hold this up, there was an RPG called Kingdom Come Deliverance. Some folks liked it, some folks didn't. It went under the radar. Really great looking RPG done by the Crytek engine. It's really beautiful. I had got at least 11 to 12 hours in it before I had formed an opinion. Like if you got less than 10 hours in on the game, you ain't got no opinion, bruh. And like Kaleidoscope said, he visited one island. So if you played Sea of Thieves, that motherfucker ain't played Sea of Thieves. You got to visit at least 20 islands before you even get your reputation meters moving with the guilds. You ain't did shit yet if you only been in that game for 10 hours. Now you got somebody like Kaleidoscope. I mean, check out Kaleidoscope's police record on Sea of Thieves, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, he's got to be a legendary pirate by now. He got to be. Be. And damn.
Well, you know what? Not to cut you off, E-Rock. This is the problem that we have in these gaming streets out here that people don't understand. So you're telling me Microsoft made a game for a certain type of group of people. So you don't want them to make this game, even though it has the potential of having bringing more people into their circle to play these games. Because I never understood this right here. I used to tell this to my homie, like, because he's not the type of dude that cares for Sea of Thieves like that at all. And I had to break it down to him, like, yo, so you want them to not make a particular game for their platform when they can bring a whole bunch of potential customers into their circle to go buy out this game, to play this game or whatever, and have fun with it. I never understand why people get mad at a game that they don't like. It's simple. Don't buy the game. If you know that game is not for you, then don't get it. Don't sit up there and try to talk trash about the game. Oh, well, if I was Microsoft, dude, you can't say that because they that's why they get paid these goddamn big bucks. to make these hard decisions. It's a hit or miss. Either they're gonna come off good and it's going to be a great success, or either going to be fucked up. If it's fucked up, I mean, oh shoot, I supposed to curse or whatever. I don't want to be
No, you
crazy.
good. You good. You direct X, bro.
All right.
No sugarcoat shit.
So fuck that. If the game fucks up and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, who does that fall back on? That fall back on them. So why do we need to get mad about a game about what, not us, but why do some gamers need to get mad about a game that they don't have to purchase?
Exactly.
I swear I don't understand that, and that's mind-boggling to me. I mean, man, I like Sea of Thieves. The moment they advertise Sea of Thieves, I say I gotta play that. I don't care that it look cartoons like like the self-shaded cartoon type of game. It doesn't matter to me because all game does not have to look real for you to have a good time playing it. If you was listening to what Rare was saying about
Bro,
the
just
game,
to interject real quick, Flip.
go ahead.
Most people don't care if there's cartoony graphics because the two #1 titles on
Fortnite.
PlayStation and Xbox is Fortnite.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. I
Right?
like
So
it.
the masses don't give a shit if it has cartoon graphics. All right,
Look,
those are just the
it's a
fanboys.
party game. It's a game for you and your homie to go out there, rock out, and have fun. Like me, like 100 was saying, me and Live, and how we all just be playing a game or whatever. And I don't understand people, man. It's about having fun. If that's not the type of fun, then stop whining and bitching and just go play something else.
No,
Yeah,
but see,
I
just
feel
like
you
this,
on that.
I don't think Minecraft is anything. I do not like it, but the masses like it.
Man,
Yeah.
Did you see me making videos? Fuck Minecraft. Minecraft, content creators make millions and millions off of Minecraft. I'm sitting next to my son, like he's sitting there like, watch this, pops. This dude sit there and built a dragon out of TNT. I'm talking about a big old giant dragon. And he said, watch this, y'all, and blew it up. My heart stopped. Like, you spent how many hours just to blow this motherfucker up? But it blew his channel, but I'm like, you don't do, you know what I'm saying? But kids are, people still like, and then look, Mark, it's on everything. Like, shit. I'm like, I don't see the sensation, but it's grown people playing Minecraft. So you trying to say that that's diabetic gaming? They still playing it from this day. You got kids playing it.
Well,
It's not my type of game, but I'm not sitting there. You playing this? I done bought Minecraft on Apple, Android, 360, and Xbox. So they got my money.
True
I don't
that.
play it.
Yo,
Like
one
it,
thing
you
I
like-
gotta tell you though, 100. You keep cutting in and out. So like, jump out and hop back in real quick.
If I could, I don't know if you get back in. Hang on, I know what's going on. In a second.
All right. Just making sure. But yeah, what 100 is saying, he's right on the money with that. All right, because Sea of Thieves brings in a different demographic. Minecraft brings in a different demographic. Halo brings in a different demographic. The Forza franchise brings the driving game fanatic demographic into this, man. Even Killer Instinct brings the fighting game demographic. All right. Each one of these are catering to different demographics in the gaming community. All right. Because guess what, people? Big surprise. Not everybody likes the same shit. All right. That's just, that's just the way it is. Just like not everybody has their favorite color. Nobody has the same favorite color. All right. It's understandable. And Microsoft is a company that actually pays attention to analytics. All right. They constantly send me things on Xbox Live. I'm sure they send it to 100 and a whole bunch of people in the preview program about our opinions on certain things that they want feedback on. And we're more than happy to give them that feedback. All right. Just like I made my voice heard when it came to Xbox backwards compatibility. I wanted the OG Xbox titles. All right. And guess what? They delivered. And not only did they deliver, but they delivered with a whole bunch of bangers right out the gate that I'm like, what? I was like, oh, shit. They going for the jugular. Literally, they going for the jugular. Microsoft ain't playing. All right. And the sheer volume of games that we've had so far this year is ridiculous. I mean, from all those Japanese games that launched at the beginning of this year, from Monster Hunter World, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Sword Art Online, Ys Origin, but more soon to come. It's like they've been listening to the community as far as wanting more Japanese styled gameplay on their console of choice. And then the variety of games, Sea of Thieves, emergent gameplay, State of Decay, a freaking zombie simulator, bro. All right, an open world zombie simulator and shit. And then fucking Crackdown 3, where supposedly, in parentheses, we're going to be able to destroy an entire city. Well, we'll see how that pans out. But so far, I'm excited. And E3's right around the corner, and they've been keeping extra quiet, bro. All right, so I'm hoping that they actually freaking pull the curtains back and just blow everybody's minds. And for the dumbasses out there that was like, oh, well, I'm going to sell my console. Sell your console, bro.
Yeah.
You want a PlayStation? Go get a PlayStation. But don't come crying back when you see the bangers that Microsoft unveils at E3, because you're definitely going to feel stupid. All right? You're going to feel stupid. Well, I heard Crap Gamer put out a video like, yo, you should hold off just in case, because you never know what they show at E3. And you don't want to be that one that's going to, be feeling stupid as fuck. Like, damn, man, why I sold my Xbox One? Or why I sold my X. Look at the shit they just showed at E3. So, to what I could tell to all those fanboys, wait for a second and see E3. If you don't like what they show at E3, then more power to you. All right? But you don't want to be that dumbass, you know what I'm saying, that's going to end up regretting your fucking sale. Now, Flip, let's hear your opinions, man, as far as stated Sea of Thieves making all this money, man. A title that they said was gonna fail.
I'm happy that this game is making a whole lot of money, making a whole lot of noise. It just let me know that this game that I purchased, whatever, is going to have DLC to the games or whatever. I like what Microsoft is doing. I like when any company is doing good and they really trying to cater to the game, even though some other individual think that they're not. I mean, I'm happy for it, man. I mean, ain't really much to say on that one.
All right, I feel you. And I'm glad you brought up the DLC, because starting next month in May, we're gonna get a new monster. All right, so it ain't gonna be the Kraken. I'm thinking it's that crab that we keep seeing paintings of on different islands. Thinking it's gonna be a giant crab, because that looks like a giant crab. There'll be some little dudes with spears throwing shit at the crab. I'm like, all right, that shit looks like something that they fucking put there as an Easter egg for some future shit.
And one of the things, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad. No, you go, Kaleidoscope.
All right, and then also towards the end of the year, I think in December, there's gonna be another monster.
Nice.
I remember seeing some paintings of a giant shark. All right, so
nice.
Who knows what's going to pop off, man. And then they're going to be adding new enemies, new varied environments. And each one of those environments where those monsters come into play is going to be entire brand new areas, people. But that's what you could do with emergent games. You could actually interject or put inside the game brand new areas like nothing. All right? That's the trippy part about emergent games. But go ahead, E-Rock.
I can't wait for it. I mean, games like this and games like PUBG and games like State of Decay were designed so you can continue adding to them, and I'm excited about it. And the whole thing about people saying there is no content in Sea of Thieves because all you do is go back and forth to the merchants guilds and either get animals or get skulls or get or hunt down treasure boxes. Each time I go back and Sea of Thieves, it gets harder. Whether I'm with a galleon or by myself, like I've been the last couple of weeks, it gets harder and harder and harder. Each time I go after the skeletons are getting harder. It's not as easy as it was. It's getting harder and harder and harder the higher up a level I get. And the more money I spend to buy a higher level with the merchant guilds, the missions are getting harder and harder. I find that the missions to get those animals are damn near fucking impossible. So I kind of want to go after the skeletons or go after the treasure chests, but it's getting harder and harder and harder and harder. I would have loved to see, and I'm sure the idea was thrown to Rare to put like an island where there's cannibals on an island, but because they're cannibals, the cannibals would have had to been black, so somebody would have got mad. So I can see why they didn't put that. I can see why they didn't put that in the game. You know what I mean? So, but I mean. You know, this game is open to anything can happen to it. And for all the guys are saying, well, it should have had that in there in the beginning. Well, what about Destiny? Well, what about all these other games? What about there's a game
Well,
out
you
there,
do
right?
watch, rinse, repeat gameplay. I know. I played the shit
Right.
out of Destiny 1 and 2.
There's some games out there that are continually being added to. That's the nature of these games. And so I can't wait to see what the updates are. I can't wait to. But Sea of Thieves, the biggest complaint I hear from people is that you got to keep grinding. And yeah, you got to keep grinding. Like, are you?
Man, you gotta
Listen,
get out there
listen,
grinding.
Xbox guys. No offense, but Drew. Welsh Gamer threw down the gauntlet when I saw his gamer score in Sea of Thieves. I said, damn, this guy left me in the dust. I got to catch up to him. Then I saw Kaleidoscope shit, and I'm like, okay, I didn't say this to him, but I said, damn, man, I can't let Scope fucking embarrass us like this. I mean, Scope done visited like how many? Do you even know how many islands you visited? I looked it up. Dude.
Over 250,
I mean,
278, some shit
yeah,
like
man,
that.
the shit is crazy. The shit is crazy. I'm at like maybe 54 or something like that. Like I gotta double check, but Kaleidoscope left us in the no. I think I'm at one something. Kaleidoscope left us in the dust. He left us in the dust in miles traveled. He left us in the dust in chests discovered. He left us in the dust in voyages completed. Like to me, that's a fucking challenge. And normally, where a game like Sea of Thieves would have bored the shit out of me, I'm encouraged to keep playing Kaleidoscope and guys because, and I'm sure you can agree with me, Scope. Each time I play Sea of Thieves, it's a different game. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
That's unheard
Yeah.
of. Is it going to be easy tomorrow, or am I going to be digging up a chest or get two skulls off an island, and all of a sudden I see some black masks in the horizon? Like, oh damn, are they coming over here to fuck with me? Yes, they are. Let me get out of here. Every time it's a different game, man. Look. I told you I'm not down with the multiplayer, man. I played a couple of multiplayer games with Kid Smooth, with Hebot. I mean, if I'm in a party with y'all, I'll do it. But for the most part, I don't get on Madden online, none of that shit. Sea of Thieves was the first game that made me want to play with people. Because like, well, it was never so much fun seeing other guys panic. It was never so much fun seeing other guys bitching at you for not being fast enough and lowering your sails. It's always somebody on your crew gonna fuck up. And that therein lies the humor. or if you by yourself, like me, man, I ain't going front, dude. Like sometimes when I be playing Sea of Thieves by myself, I be shook. I be fucking shook. I be like, yo, man, let me get these skulls and get up out of here. The fact that a game made a grown ass man scared, I gotta get him props. Man.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Normally, the few times that I played by myself, because I normally don't play by myself, but the few times that I played, I don't normally get bagged or anything, but I'm usually panicked.
You
All
looking
right,
over
I'm
your
looking
shoulder.
over my shoulder every 2 seconds, bro, just
I'ma
to
tell you
make
like
sure
this.
nobody creeps up on me.
I don't play by myself at all. I did it one time. That was it.
I don't blame you, bro.
Hey, I
I
get
got
it.
squad up, man.
I played by myself because I was the odd man out. So I was the odd man out. So I said, you know what? I'm the only person in the world that get drunk in real life and get drunk on the boat. So I got me a little boat, and I just try to see if I can hit the end of the world. And that's what I was doing. I didn't make it too far because the little boat, it don't hold that much water. And I went into a damn hurricane and got put in the blender. But I had that experience. I was sitting there. I just wanted to go. I didn't want to take me. I just wanted to just go right. Let's see how big this damn map is. Let me do something.
They won't let you go too far. They won't let you go too far.
I can
sea starts
validate-
turning red.
I'm sure he discovered that.
Yeah.
I can really validate what this man said. When he say he get drunk in the game in real life, the boat crashed. He supposed to be up there in the pigeon coop. Let me know if there's anything coming towards us. Flip, we sinking. Flip, what are you doing? You gonna tell me that if I done hit the rock? You ain't gonna say yo. You gonna tell me watch out? You go to rock. We now we sinking. After I already done hit the rock instead of telling me ahead of time.
That's messed up, man.
It's priceless.
Hey, that's Sea of Thieves at its best right there.
Yes, it is.
Well, yeah. Is that
I
you
done
can't
got
predict
mad
the
one
stuff
night.
that happens, man.
I said, I'm driving.
Right.
I'm
Hey.
driving. I'm DUIing. I'm like, tell me where to go. Put the sails up, man. I'm giving orders. I'm like, I'm the admiral of this ship now. I'm taking over. I get thrown in the bread.
That's why you always had your ass locked up.
Oh yeah. Lock him up. That was
That's
funny.
crazy.
Yo. It's crazy though, man. There's so many things you could do in Sea of Thieves. I remember one time when I first saw one of those animal missions, right? That E-Rock brought up. It was to get a snake. know what I'm saying? So I grabbed that steak and that motherfucker spits at me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? He's like, how the fuck you gonna catch this motherfucker? It's like, oh, you guys play music. So we started playing music and we charmed the snake. It's like, all right, capture his ass and shit. So we captured him. So I started running in the water with the snake and shit. We got skeletons chasing us and shit. Another boat that came by and whatnot. And the snake starts spitting at me in the middle of the water. I'm like, this motherfucker, yo. I was like, yo, I called my homeboy and shit. I was like, you play music next to this motherfucker. Like that could bring him on the ship, man, before we get killed out this motherfucker.
I must be playing the game wrong. I need to experience that right there.
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro. You need somebody next to you to play music like that. You charm the snake. All right, like that, the snake won't spit on you. So what we did when we got on the ship, we had two snakes. We went downstairs and we put a snake on each side of the fucking staircase that leads to the bottom of the ship.
Right.
So like that, if anybody came down, the snakes will automatically spit at them and poison the shit out their ass. Like that, we go down there and fuck them up.
That's what's up.
All right, it was just some crazy things that you think about when you're playing Sea of Thieves. One time we put 5 gunpowder barrels at the tip of the ship. You know that little long thing that sticks out on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put 5 gunpowder barrels on that. We rammed into a ship, then we shot the gunpowder barrels. That shit sank instantly, bro. All right.
Damn.
Hold on, let me write this down.
You just be thinking some crazy shit, yo. It's one of those games where you start to like, think of different ways in order to approach a scenario. Mm-hmm. And like, a lot of times you want your friends to join in the game, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a pain to make that other person leave. You normally lock them in the brick and then you ask them to kindly leave, but some of them want to be dicks about it, right? So, we locked somebody. We was like, yo, we actually trying to invite a homegirl of ours into the game. He's like, I ain't leaving. Oh, you ain't leaving? All right, lock him in the brick. We locked him in the brick. We went downstairs. We drank a whole bunch of beer and we threw up all over the dude. He left. He left quick as hell. He wasn't down for that shit.
multiple options. I mean, I think actually, other than Donkey Kong Country, it might be Rare's masterpiece that everybody slept on, except for a few people. It is what it is,
except for a few people, a few million people that are enjoying the shit out of it. Actually,
exactly what is.
Want to know what's the trippiest thing? This is Rare's biggest selling IP to date.
That's crazy.
All right, it's a smash, and this is from a company that has worked on Nintendo platforms, people. All right, and this is their biggest selling IP to date.
What are
your thoughts on that, E-Rock?
I think it's crazy when you realize the lineage of what Rare has done, man. Perfect Dark Zero, Cameo Elements of Power, the Donkey Kong Country series, GoldenEye, N64. This is huge for them, man. It's a huge win for them. It's a huge win for the studio that, first of all, they're going to get their money back, the development money that they put into it, even though Microsoft's footing a lot of that bill, or mostly all of the bill since they're the publisher. But I mean, it just means that all of their work, all of their efforts going to get paid back. And the thing that I hate most about today's gamers, and one of the reasons why I was about to leave Twitter, I kept seeing the comments and I did not understand, guys, how gaming has gotten to a point where God of War and Sea of Thieves cannot both exist.
I know, right?
Are you understand what I'm saying? Like gaming is many things to many people. I'm not going to go and tell people riding on the bus to not play fucking Candy Crush. I'm not going to tell people to stop playing Fortnite. I'm not going to tell the Nintendopes to stop playing Kirby's Dream Land. Like all of these games can exist in the same space and be appreciated for what they are. So the news that Sea of Thieves was appreciated by the Xbox crowd, and once again, like I said in a video I made, you Xbox guys made Sea of Thieves a hit, man. Y'all made it happen without Game Pass. Without Game Pass, I think Rare, they got to be blown away by this. They got to be happy that all their hard work paid off, man. And I'm happy for them because when those sales numbers came out, it proved that I wasn't the only one enjoying this game. That I wasn't some kind of weirdo or I wasn't strange for liking something different. Not that I needed anybody to validate what I liked. It just means a lot that Rare's hard work was appreciated, man. And it's great news, Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I agree with you on that 100%. Your triple cup, man. What are your thoughts, man, as far as Sea of Thieves being Rare's fastest selling IP to date?
I mean, it's an amazing thing and it's beautiful. And like you say, it just drank a statement like this is what gamers want. This is how gamers play.
This is what
All
gaming
different
is
type,
about.
right? All different type of ways. And like how you say, like God of War, and that's a big game. Everybody God of War crazy right now. But you gotta think about like God of War is a game. Like you wake up, in the morning playing the game. Ain't nobody really on the game, so you chilling, playing your single player experience. Anybody, oh, later on this evening, I'm gonna get into Sea of Thieves because all my friends gonna be on. I want to hop on with my friends. We gonna go on the boat. I mean, we might take 30 minutes to discuss about, man, what y'all want to go do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got this here together. We might get to talk about other stuff. Then we go off on the ship. See, people don't realize that opening part when you and your friends get together before y'all even leave out to go do anything, just the whole preparation, and then y'all just do random, just casual conversation. Y'all might get to talking about anything, and then when y'all go
Hmm.
off on a boat, and then all of a sudden anything could happen. So now you're getting a whole different experience every time you play. So the game gonna always be fresh. And by me being a big ARC player, I noticed it because I sunk a lot of hours and playing games like this. Here, it's not about what I'm saying, how much content they have right now. It's just about the slow burn of every time you get on, it's gonna be a new experience. Then when they add stuff, then all of a sudden this new experience become a different experience where you never get tired. So once you playing this here and you start getting an understanding, they add some more stuff. Now you learning this here and you incorporating the stuff that you already had to say, okay, I'm gonna do this here to add this here, like how on Collateral talking about they put the snakes at the bottom. So just think about it. They put the snakes at the bottom. They putting barrels at the edge. I mean, all this here is come from just playing the game and you elevate. Even though ain't nobody better than nobody on the game, like so they don't get nobody an advantage. It's all about who put the most time in and being able to just think of different ways of doing things that haven't been done, being creative. So now actually that may Collider on a more skill level, even though his power and his, everything is still the same, you still be able to be more better than a person that just came on because tricks of the trade to be able to
Uh-huh.
conquer things. So it's people don't realize it's more than just the ones and the tools to say, oh, here's skill level 1, 2, 3. His gun more powerful. I paid extra $9.99 to make my person more powerful. So this is more of my brain is more powerful. I'd have put more time to have a
Exactly.
better understanding. It's chess, not checkers.
That's right.
Exactly, bro.
That's
And there's a
right.
lot of people playing checkers, yo. There's a lot of people playing checkers. Yo, 100, man. What are your thoughts, man, on Rare finally being validated? This being their fastest selling IP to date.
Man, you know, I love Rare because Killer Instinct. So I'm
Yeah.
proud of him. I
Hell
actually
yeah.
I met Craig Duncan at E3. You know what I'm saying? Very humble person. You know, I tell y'all, look, I walk up, I get introduced to him. You know what I'm saying? And he was explaining like he just did an interview with Polygon,
Mhm.
and I already knew about how you about your health. You know what I'm saying? You got to use the banana.
Mhm.
The dude from Polygon put half a banana in his mouth. After about 30 minutes, he just did an interview with Craig Duncan. So he said he pulled out his phone like, "What you think about this?" I'm like, "That kind of looked a little racist to me," but nobody gonna say nothing about it. He wasn't even peeled back. I'm talking about wasn't even peeled back. So he said the reason why they put fruit to replenish your health because they did research, and when they did research, when you're on the seas, what I'm saying, you don't know. Sometimes you might be stuck at sea for several months. Food didn't spoil that much. Where meat did. That's why they did it. They researched it.
Yeah, scurvy. Yeah.
So they didn't like just make this game up. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night, it's like, oh, let's throw it together and let's rip everybody off. They didn't do that. So and then when you talk to them, you hear the passion. You hear the passion for them. And all the people out there that's all on the interweb and y'all be seeing Tim Dog or something post downer. I was right there. Craig Duncan kissing on his forehead. I was right there. And Downer just a downer. He just down there. His name is Downer for a reason because he just talked. He just down. Like Downer, just shut the fuck up sometimes. He just down. But that's his thing. That's his thing. He's like Grumpy Smurf. Downer is Grumpy Smurf. But it just, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud, that's saying like, hey, Microsoft, I can have all down. I ain't got house game. If I don't want to, they see what, like you said, they did the analytics on it. They want to beat Xbox
keep
Live.
Cutting in and out on us, Bone. You keep cutting in and out. Is it
got
just
you. I
me,
can't
or
cut
does everybody hear him?
I hear it.
Yeah,
I
he's
ain't cutting
botting.
it out.
I can't.
You're botting.
Yeah, huh? I can't do what you call it 'cause I got
Yeah.
down because the party next door. So somebody party next door
Hey,
is
All
late,
right.
but
Hey, Cloud, did you say like how
Well, if
Xbox got all these
anything,
different type
mute
of games?
that, mute the stream that you're in on, right? The thing that you came in on, mute that, and then come in again on a different one.
can't come in
Right?
on
Can
because
you
I'll
do
start a
something
new
like that?
one.
Oh no!
No, hang
All
on.
right, it's all good then. It's all good. All right, so
Yeah.
Flip, what are your thoughts, man, as far as like this being Rare's fastest selling IP?
You know what? I sit back and I wonder. I mean, it's always a good thing since it's their fast selling IP. But I wonder. It makes me think. Well, what else can they do that will sell this fast? Because already this is already a good game from the start. I mean, if any other games that they made in the past that they did was good or wasn't good or however you want to put it, this is a good comeback. I'll tell you that this is
Hell
a
yeah.
very good comeback
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
them to show their talent and to do other things. Who knows what next project may be after this. Now that they don't have came back with this one, it just opens just make is Microsoft wondering is there anything else that we can probably get Rare to do? Is there any other types of games or whatever? Because I mean
Exactly.
there is other pirate games like this, but I think this one is unique for myself. I just think that it's very unique that this game, the way the mechanic works and stuff, like some of the things that y'all said, I didn't even realize we can do that. I didn't know you can play the one of the instrument and put the snake to sleep because my ass kept getting bit. Every time I seen the snake, I went the other way like a little coward. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm just happy though. There's nothing but good thoughts, and I'm just hoping that everything come together to like even throughout their next project or whatever that may be somewhere down the line. I mean, nothing but good wishes.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up though, because Sea of Thieves being such a critical hit, Rare is out there. They're on everybody's radar now. So they're gonna be looking forward to whatever new IP Rare comes out with. Because they remember, playing Sea of Thieves. Like, damn, that shit was fat. That shit was dope. I fucking enjoy Sea of Thieves, man. Whatever Rare puts out next, I'm gonna be there day one. I want to see what they come up with. All right. And I'm sure Microsoft is thinking the same thing. And we remember those rumors from a few years back that Rare was working on something else.
Right.
All right. We still don't know what that something else is. Will we see that something else at E3? Who knows? All right. The rumors for years that Rare was working on 2 different IPs. One we knew about, which was Sea of Thieves. Still don't have confirmation on what the second one is. All right. And that's a good thing. Right, because if they do reveal it to C3, it's gonna pull everybody's wigs back. All right, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, they just came out with Sea of Thieves. Oh shit! And even more if it comes out this year. Oh my gosh! But let me not go too far into that, man. Now let's talk about some other things, though, about the community itself, about the fanboys, right? Opinions versus facts. Right? It's a very trippy subject, you know what I'm saying? And I actually put out a video earlier today where I was talking about the variety of games that there is on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And I actually showed the multitude of games that you have on Xbox. Not all of them, obviously, because you can't do all of them in a 5-minute video. But I showed a good portion of the games that are on Xbox. And I showed how different they were from one another. All right? The sheer variety that Xbox has. And somebody actually answered in my comments, like, "Oh, I'd rather play Terra instead of Sea of Thieves." Now, what I answered back to this individual was like, "Well, you know what? I play both. And just to go further, when I play Terra, I could more or less predict what's going to go on. But when I play Sea of Thieves, since it is emergent gameplay, I never really know what's going to go down. All right. But it's a good thing that we have the option to play either or." That person deleted his comment, all right, because that's not the response he wanted. All right. Obviously, he wanted more of a fanboyish response. Know what I'm saying? I guess, kids in the schoolyard arguing about, oh no, Nintendo's better, Sega's better, but nobody's really giving points as to why. All right. Now, what's your take on all this fanboyism that's going in, all this toxic fanboy shit that's going down in gaming, Hebot? I mean, not Hebot, I mean E-Rock X. What's your take on this, man?
Oh man, you, you know, I've enjoyed it from time to time. I've partaken in it. In fact, J Long now he thrives on it. He's now the meanest man on Twitter. He thrives on it. And I gladly he could copyright that title. It's his now. Um, on any given day, you can go on Twitter and do this little experiment. Type up anything good about Xbox. Type up that Xbox made money, or that Sea of Thieves did well, or that Xbox, I don't know, bought a bunch of handicapped school kids a box of donuts. The haters will find some way to, well, the donuts had too much gluten in, them kids are going to get fat. They'll find some way. They'll find some way to turn it into the console war. I've never seen anything like it. Like, I mean, I've got my personal reasons on why I don't like Sony. I've got my personal reasons on why I'll never buy another Sony console again, because I've been there before. I've done it before. Sony lost my personal information in 2011, which a lot of people don't know, because I never told a lot of people. I have legitimate heat with them going
Same
back.
here.
Yeah, thank you. I have legitimate heat with them going back to the Sega Dreamcast. But that's neither here nor there. I have bought the PS2 and I bought the PlayStation 3. And I fed into the fanboy narrative. I'm a huge Xbox supporter. But to hate Sony to the point where every day I'm making tweets about Sony, and every day I'm dissing Sony games, and I've made one or two videos in the past dissing PlayStation games that I haven't played, and I realized that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. It was done out of jest. It was done out of trolling. But to sit and make posts every day about Xbox sucks and this sucks and that sucks, Kaleidoscope is going beyond being a fanboy. It's going beyond. It's a sickness. It's what's going on? It's a sickness. It's a sickness.
All right, somebody got a ruckus going on in the background.
Yeah,
they need to mute their mic.
It's a sickness, and I've never seen anything like it. I really don't want to be on Twitter anymore and engage in any more of these toxic conversations, dude, because I'm getting up there in age, man, and it's like, if we can't discuss gaming or have a little bit of fun trolling each other without it getting toxic, it's pathetic, man. It's pathetic, Scope. It's pathetic, and it gets worse every day. It's only going to get worse in a couple of weeks when State of Decay drops, and we're all having fun on State of Decay. They'll find a way to call State of Decay an underfunded AA. It's not a blockbuster. They'll find a way to hate on E3. It's horrible, man. It's horrible, and I'm not saying it's gotten to me. I'm just saying that I just woke up one morning and was like, man, I'm too old to sit here and argue with some of you PlayStation dudes about a plastic fucking box. You guys are losers. Well, what do you mean I'm a loser? You're a loser because in your mind, Sea of Thieves and Fortnite and Xbox can't exist in the same breathing space. That's ridiculous. That means that you're no longer about gaming. You're about these console wars. And I think it's horrible. To answer your question, what do I think about this fanboyism? I think it's horrible. I think it's never. This has been the most toxic it's been since this generation started, and it's horrible.
All right. Well said.
I don't think it's toxic. I don't think it's toxic. You sound better.
All right. So what's up, man? What are your thoughts, man? What do you think about all this toxicity?
It's not wrong. It's not wrong having funny games. It's to see how far that you take it. Some people take it too far. Some people want to see you being triggered over your opinion. Sometimes you get blamed for shit. You wake up like me in the morning, get blamed for shit that had nothing to do with. It happens that way.
But I shout out to T Reaper, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? I actually said, like, I was furious. Like, I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Where does shit come from? Like I can see if I was people say, well, you are a troll. How I'm trolling? Because I ain't never said nothing to none of y'all motherfuckers.
He don't.
That's how I feel. I talk more sports than anything. Or I thumbs up people videos. People think I'm on Twitter where I'm not on Twitter. I just got my Twitter link to my YouTube. So if I see E-Rock's video, I thumbs it up. Don't mean I'm on Twitter. You might see me just say like it, but I'm not on Twitter at all.
Well, Hunter be
Yeah,
on sports all
exactly.
the time. He be on his sports tip.
Yeah, so and I'm sitting here like I don't mind talking gaming. Like I actually talked to a PlayStation guy that we had an intelligent conversation. I don't mind that. But when you sit there, Xbox has no games. Shit, your mom ain't got no teeth. Says she can bob and weave. What's the difference? I don't care. I'm like, I'm capable of doing. I'm one of the original motherfuckers that came from that crump side. I try to change my ways to try to be good. You know how hard it is for me sometimes? I be ready to go in. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
it's not just hard for you, man. It's hard for me as well. You know
I
me,
got
shit.
yeah.
I'm
I'm like,
back in the
man,
day,
man, if you
man.
said anything out of order, I used to go at you on ASAP and I go in. But I can't do that anymore. I mean, to me, it's not even fun to do it anymore. Like E-Rock, I know you coming from, like some stuff ain't fun no more. Me debating,
Yeah, it's getting
Mhm.
boring, man.
fun. No, that's not for me. I'm gonna have an occasional talk every now and then, but that's not me. I don't got time to go find someone's video, when they driving at 2 o'clock in the morning looking for hookers or something or looking for something to eat. Oh, snagger two bastard over there. I don't got no time for that shit. I'm not going to find no video. And then your ass got the
Oh wow.
balls to send me a motherfucking link on Twitter about your video. No, I don't care. You really don't. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
man.
sit back. And that's why I said Twitter. I'm not gonna run from it, but I'm like, you know what? Me ignoring pissing these guys off. They get pissed off. Like you don't want to engage. Well, you know what I told you about this person? You ain't stopped it. It's on. Well, dude, you gotta do. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand that shit too. You go too far, I'm going all the way in. I have to. 100 mine don't give two fucks. Shout out to
Yeah, I
what's called
feel you.
He named me this case. Like he don't give two fucks. I don't. But I don't let it do. I don't go. Before I used to go find the phone. Somebody like, well, One Stop said something. I'll go listen to it like that old motherfucking Wayne George motherfucker did that. But that's not me anymore. Like that's not me. I want to sit back and be, the businessman that I am. I enjoy gaming. I do YouTube for the love. I don't YouTube lose more money on YouTube than I'm making in real life. I don't make no money in real life off of no YouTube. I lose more paying for internet bills and the intro media, but I do that for the kindness of my heart. That's different between anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I want people that I'm around with the game. I want them to be way better because they got better content than I am. I ain't nothing but a shit talking YouTuber, damn YouTuber. I like to entertain. I don't like to hit you with the stats and all that. But if you come at my peoples, God knows I might turn back into that goon. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna only give it to you one time, and I'm going in. I'm going for the throat, like you said. Go for the juggler. You go for the juggler. But see, I can't get evolved myself into the back and forths and all that. That's keyboard warrior. So I'll be a hypocrite when people write novels on my comment section. I'm not reading that shit. This ain't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't John. What you trying to be, John Wilder around this motherfucker?
Random House.
Yeah. I ain't reading that shit. I don't even like to read. Rather get on YouTube and look at it. I did all my reading when I went to computer school and shit. Got my degree. I'm tired of reading. I'm visual now. but people got, I'm saying, don't take it personal sometimes either. Got to learn how to take it personal. That's what I got. I'm glad I got the K Megas and the Lady Instruments and the flips and shit in my ear. But they know I'll be ready to go straight fucking in. Like, what? But I got people saying you don't even need to waste your time on that now.
Yeah, true that. But I feel you though, man, and I feel all the points you hit in that 100. Me, I've actually evolved. All right, I'm actually going to stay away from like all the fanboy wars and whatnot, and I'm actually answer things with with my opinions. And if I got facts to back it up, I'm gonna use the facts to back up my opinion. All right. Now, I used to love trolling though. I can't front. Know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons I got into YouTube. Know what I'm saying? All the fanboy hate, all the fanboy mud that kept getting thrown back and forth. And I remember I got into a big beef a while back where we was doing videos back and forth, me and Black Bond. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Videos back and forth. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ruin this motherfucker's Christmas. So how did I do that? On the 23rd, December 23rd, I went and I recorded a video. But I ain't posted on the 23rd. I posted it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, like at 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm not sure what time I posted it on. He was all Christmas Day writing fucking essays on my comment section on that video. And I was like cracking up with my brother, my cousins, because we was, I had the cell phone next to me. So every time it would beep, it's because he actually posted something. So I'll go there, say 2 words, and then go back to enjoying Christmas with my family. All right. And this dude was all day writing essays on Christmas Day. You could tell this motherfucker ain't got no life.
But everybody
Right?
else is a social reject.
Basically, dude.
Hey, just tell him
Know
to
what I'm
come out
saying?
the closet. Tell him to come out the closet. And
Oh,
go
Oh, no,
bag
I
them
told him
groceries.
enough
wow.
times. I told him enough times, man.
Wow.
Yeah, go bag them groceries and
It's
come out
like,
the closet. It's all right. It's 2018 now. They accept that shit. You ain't gonna get stoned.
Let me ask you this:
yeah.
that wasn't the guy that was crying over our water, was it? Is
Mm-mm.
that the one?
No,
Oh,
no,
Oh,
that,
that was the other
Nah,
dude.
nah, nah.
no, that's Broken
I'm
Dog.
about to say these
That's
guys
Nintendo
over here
dudes.
is not to cut you off.
All
Are
right, so
very
yo, Flip, what are your thoughts as far as like, the way people, try to back up their opinions by just stating that it's facts? You know what I'm saying? It's like it seems that's the way they want to end conversations, right? They'll answer you something on either Twitter or on YouTube, and they'll say facts at the end of the sentence. Like that's gonna put a stop to the debate, which is not. You know what I'm saying? You're not verifying anything. You just gave your opinion that you stated it by closing it out as fact. What are your thoughts on that?
I think they're a few sandwiches short of fucking basket because these motherfuckers on social media and reading some of the stuff that they be saying, I don't think they have a life. That's why I think the only life that they have is social media. I don't think they go outside, take a break from video game or whatever, and breathe the fresh air or whatever toxic air that they're around. I mean, it's mind boggling when I sit here and I not read some of the stuff that goes on or whatever. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with gaming. Like, I think sometimes some people take their personal life and wrap it up around video games and run with it like that. It may be a fact that they fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puff, but the shit that they say facts all the time, it got out of hand. You're saying facts too much. You're saying facts when there's no facts. Where there's no fact that you're showing, and I don't understand why these people do that. I mean, I don't know, man. The social media. I think some of these gamers are the one that you're talking about. That say facts is not. There are some of the one that's fucking up gaming. They are. They truly are. They goes on these websites. These websites give them a little bit of information, whatever. They run with it and they try to use that as an argument and just fuck everything up. I never seen this ever happen in my about to be 43 years. I never seen nothing like this when it comes down to gaming. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with being biased to whatever platform that you like and you want to play, whatever. But anytime you feel the door to get on social media and just start blasting stupid shit, that shit that you don't even know what you're talking about, and then say facts like it's actually fact, something wrong with you, yo. You have no life. I laugh at people like that. I used to pity them, but I don't. I just laugh at you. I mean, that's all I can say about them weirdos.
See. Yeah, I see they mute themselves. So
Oh,
yeah, man. What's up
oh
with
no,
you,
no,
Chuck? What you got to do with it, Chuck? I ain't see no message.
Oh, yeah, yeah, y'all get me now?
Yeah,
yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. About how the crazy people trying to do the
The facts game.
opinions for facts.
uh-huh.
I mean, I look at it if a person, like let's say if a person look up to another person, they
Can
just
y'all hear me?
automatic like you're like
We
Yeah,
a
hear
we
you.
hear you now.
like a big brother and
All
call the
right.
facts. Yeah, you in MIA for about what 10 minutes, huh?
Nah, is that there was a car freaking blasting. I guess its alarm went off and shit. So I had to like mute my
Oh, that was
mic.
Oh
you.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead, yeah, go ahead, Chuck. It's like, most people nowadays they tend to close out their opinions by stating facts. It's like that. Like that's gonna bring an end to the debate. When we know that's the furthest thing from the truth because he just gave his opinion. He ain't actually show nothing factual and he ain't have nothing to back it up with. So what are your thoughts?
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, people think be treated like, say how a little child would treat his big brother. Like when his big brother say something, the little child will take it as facts when it's just his opinion about something. Or my big brother did this here, so that must be how you do something. You know what I'm saying? It's more like that. So when they be looking at a lot of these YouTubers, they be looking at them as their big brothers, as in they taking their opinion as facts. When some of them clearly be saying this their opinion, this is what they think, this how
Yeah.
they think, and then all of a sudden that become fact. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that
Yeah,
how they
you'll see the
translate in
people
certain
answering
language.
back facts. It's like really?
Right. they translate into a certain way, but you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, you can't give some of these YouTubers that's doing it. You know what I'm saying. All of us, you know what I'm saying. Just we need to be more cautious of. Some people just can't understand common knowledge, so we got to actually break it down all the way from the A's, B's, and the C's. You got to make sure that this is what I think. This is my opinion. I guess you got to say something like that or put a warning stick on there, like, you know what I'm saying, or to give them a rating or something, because some people just don't get it. You might got to do a flashing light. But you know what I'm saying? That's what they do, try to take their opinion and make it as old fact. And that's just normally when it goes what they like. So, like, that goes with anybody. So don't take it as just gaming, because even religious, not going in their politics, you know what I'm saying, sports, people will do that and take their opinion and say, without having no knowledge, they'll say that's the fact just because that's what they feel like. So, you know what I'm saying? That's mostly what it is these days.
but triple
Yeah.
cup, you don't think it's something wrong with that? To just
It
sit up,
is. It-
just like that's facts. Like what? Like I'm sorry, but you ain't say nothing that was factual. Like what are you talking about? Like I
Hey,
swear some of these people don't know what they're saying.
I know that made me think about what it was. Y'all, I don't know if y'all ever seen this, but they had this phenomenon that was going around where they had this dress, and some people when they seen a dress, it looked at
Blue or
gold,
white.
and some
Yeah, the
people
blue
looked
dress.
at blue.
So yeah,
The blue
yeah.
or
Right.
Like,
So
yes.
so you got to take it in consideration that in our mind, it might look like this is common knowledge, but they might be looking at the dress as a different color, and we just can't see the color they seeing, and they can't see the color that we seeing. So it might be on one of those type of scenarios. But I solely in my belief, a lot of people taking these opinions and calling them facts because they don't understand the common English language of what's considered an opinion, what's considered a fact.
That is so true. Actually, well worded as well,
Y'all didn't know
because
common
there's
sense.
a lot of stuff like that going on.
Common sense
What
ain't
happened?
common.
Right.
Common sense ain't common no more.
Nope.
Oh no, definitely, it's not that common anymore. Obviously,
Gotta go
we
to
got
fall.
Mr. Ghost Rider 730 that just jumped in. Your Ghost,
What's up,
introduce
guys?
yourself to everybody.
Difficulties. Had to fucking put my PC back to factory mode. It's been acting up lately. Whew.
All right, well,
Got
introduce
cool.
yourself to everybody.
It's your boy, the Ghost with the Most, Ghost Rider 730. Glad I'm here, guys, because I was listening to the show. So I'm going to just say factuals. A lot of stuff that you're talking about right now. To me, I feel a lot of people go by their favorite YouTuber or something, and they listen to them, and then they say it's facts without actually saying to themselves that a lot of times people got opinions. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like sometimes people end up looking like assholes at the end of the day.
Exactly. And what's that saying? That old adage, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one,
Yep, you're right.
right? That is so true. Even in today's day and age, everybody has an opinion, bro. Everybody has an asshole. All right. So it's all the same shit. All right. But yeah, but I'm glad you came in, Ghost, because we was talking some things early in the podcast, right? What are your thoughts on the Xbox division, right? The Xbox division actually pulling in $2.25 billion. And then State of Decay, I mean, not State of Decay, but Sea of Thieves coming in at number 2 on the MPDs. What are your thoughts on those two things?
Well, my thoughts on Sea of Thieves actually coming in second on MPDs was official, because this game was supposed to be dead on arrival. This game was supposed to be the crack and it's lacking, but for some reason this game is selling and people are having fun with it, man. E-Rock, dope ass video, man. I was watching it, I was checking it. You showed mad
Yo.
people having fun with that.
Yo, I saw that dude that got
Cultures.
blasted in the air, bro.
Word. Yo, you seen how scared that guy got when that boat got closed? Oh,
Yeah.
yo, I started rolling, bro. I'm like, yo, it's mad people having fun with that game, and that shows you that Microsoft is touching every genre in gaming. Period. They touching the casuals. They're trying to keep the hardcore happy. They even, play anywhere basically. What they trying to do, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but Microsoft is trying to bring games for everybody. They're trying to make their platform, leave it out there where everybody can have fun. You got Ori and the Blind Forest. That's a dope game, right? But then you got that little fox that what's the name of that?
Oh yeah,
Lucky Tales.
Super
Lucky
Lucky
Tales.
Tales. But everybody know that's for like kids and people that like cartoony games like that. You understand? So they touching up a lot of things. Look, my wife just said, "Hey," she likes it, but not me. But it's good. There's different type of gamers.
Yeah, actually,
A lot
I
of people
enjoyed
like
it though.
different
I actually
games.
played it recently. I can't find.
Sea of Thieves, man, is doing good, man, and I can't believe it that this crappy game that people are saying is crappy, and the mob, like E-Rock be saying, is shitting on it, but the game is selling, and for Rare, right? Am I right? Which Rare's highest selling IP,
Yeah,
and that's
something that's very rare, right? Pun intended.
You know what I mean? Like, people should be happy that at least a game like that has legs, at least. It might not have a lot of stuff in it, but people are enjoying it. And that's what people fail to realize. The gamer in you. People are having fun playing games, bro. It's all about gaming. It's not about, yo, I got this game, you got that game, or comparing God of War to Sea of Thieves, because that's ridiculous. That's two different games.
Exactly.
Like, that don't make no
Different
sense.
games.
Like, certain platforms give you certain type of games. And for people trying to debate that, like, look at God of War came out. I know it's gonna sell. It's selling, and I know the console's gonna sell for next MPDs. It's gonna win again. But for Xbox people out there that thinks that we really gonna win the MPDs like that, we've been losing MPDs since forever, bro. So when I hear that PlayStation's #1 on there, I don't even pay that no mind. But for an Xbox game to be up there for a whole month and look, second to Far Cry 5, there's a multiplayer. That's dope in itself. The game is actually selling, and it's got people appealing that people are playing it. What, 2 million people? Think about that. Like
2 million plus now.
now, and what can you say? Like, once God of War is done, of course you're gonna go back into it, probably play 2 or 3 more times. But this game right here got longevity in it. They can keep adding things into this game and make it better. That's what people better realize. Like, yeah, right now it's bad. Of course, it's just came out. Remember, they gotta put more stuff into it, and once they put all that into it, you're gonna see a totally different game, like y'all was saying earlier, guys. And
it's the type of game that it is, because Ark didn't have a whole bunch of things when it first came out. Neither did World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, I heard from the PC community, they had to wait at least 3 months. 3 months, Ghost, before they actually delivered something that people actually gravitated to.
Man, I'll tell you, I got Ark. When I went around and it wasn't too much, and when I finally played it and started, I got so many dinosaurs that's ridiculous. Like, I just go back. When I play games, I let my mind zone out. And I feel like I'm a real caveman running around with a wedgie and shit, because you got my wife, and I just be collecting dinosaurs and just seeing a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex coming out of nowhere that ain't yours. And you got to run like hell, and you running into raptors, you running into all kind of animals. It makes it dope in itself. Like, it's fun.
Hey,
like,
then you got to eat and drink water while it's going on.
and then while you running, you're going and doodling and stuff. You take your feet, like that. You put water. You got megalodons in there. You got all kind of stuff. Like, that game is dope. A lot of people.
Hey, you seen a little dinosaur that steal your shit from you?
Yeah, he be running. Son, be chasing his little turkey. He look like a chicken running around.
Man, you be standing outside, your controller just vibrate.
What? Yeah,
what the
you
fuck?
see him
You look
running with a
around.
package. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He take my weapons. And like
You chase his ass.
you gotta warm up when it's cold. You get wet. especially you got to bundle up when you go into the snow where the ice is at and all that, man. I lost mad dinosaurs like that, bro. You got save
Hey,
the
you
cats,
ever
you
go
got
to part of the
wolves, you got
game now?
everything in there, bro.
Hey, you went to Metal Mountain? You ever be going up to Metal Mountain?
Yeah, I think I've been
the
there. Man, I've been running around that place like crazy.
Yeah, it's the big
See?
mountain. It's just full of metal. People just sit there and farm all day long. They
Yeah.
just transfer metal back and forth.
See, that's what I'm talking
'cause you
about,
know-
man. Different types of games, yo. Emergent gameplay. All right, where you can't predict what's going to go down in Ark, just as much as you can't predict what's going to go down in Sea of Thieves.
Oh, plus,
All right.
guys, I ain't even gonna lie. Your boy was modding. Because I was looking up things and I started modding things, man, where I die, you right, and I ain't dying. I'm running around stabbing dinosaurs, chasing them now. 'Cause I was tired of that, man. I get far away and then all of a sudden your boy dive is tight. You gotta run back and then you get attacked by these giant crocodiles and stuff. Like, there's a lot of things in that game that was fun. So I understand where Colada, E-Rock, and basically a lot of people that's playing Sea of Thieves are having fun. And I know they're gonna add more stuff into it to intrigue everybody. Like, and just look at Ark. That was a great thing to bring up. That game was a success, and I think people are still playing it. You understand? Like,
Yeah,
it makes me
people
want to
still
go
playing
after
Ark, bro.
after the show
Hey.
and play Ark. I'm playing
Hey,
Titanfall right now.
There's a lot of shit in Ark now, bro. That shit is a beast.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
Bats,
tell y'all something,
spiders,
a
and all kind of
tidbit.
things.
Hey, check this out. On Ark, go build your ship and put a ramp on it and put like a cage inside the ramp. So all you got to do is get the dinosaur to chase you. You make him climb up the ramp behind you, and then you jump down at the bottom, and you put a door in there. You open the door, and you run out the door, let the dinosaur go down there. You close the door, you climb back up there. Now he's stuck inside your boat, and you can sit there and shoot him until he go to sleep, and you could train him while you're in the boat, so you could transport him without having to worry about other dinosaurs, with having to watch them while you try to train him.
Damn.
I tell you this. My favorite, I love the
Y'all be
Raptors.
going
I
to
run
bed.
around with a pack of Raptors.
Yeah, because that's what you do with emergent gameplay. You find different ways to
Yep.
do things. It's a world.
I love the
need
to
thing
get
with
that.
the Raptors, and there's a little one. And if you, I know, Chuck, you probably played it. When he run around, he got like glowing eyes and shit. But he's strong as hell. He's kind of smaller than a raptor, but he's devastating. I forgot the names of them. They devastating. They take out raptors too, bro. And these things are strong, but I like running with them. But right now, it's just ridiculous. I'm running with a mob of dinosaurs, bringing it back to my territory just to have. Forget it. Whatever dinosaur walks in there, he's dead. I got everything.
Yeah. Put all
yo-
your dinosaurs on attack mode. They'll run out
Also-
you up. You got to keep them on. Like there's a passive aggressive where they only attack if they being attacked.
Yeah. But I got mine too
Yeah.
aggressive, man. As soon as they attack me, them boys be jumping on things, gobbling them up. I'll be like, yo, chill. I'm trying to catch an animal now.
That shit, they'll tear your whole
Yeah.
base up trying to attack shit.
They be ODing.
That'd be the only thing.
But yo, also, man, what y'all had brought up too on the show was about Microsoft making a lot of money. And what I feel
Yeah.
is, yeah, man, the company, they making so much money that I
But
feel
the Xbox division in particular.
I'm saying they need to what they should do with a lot of that money is bring new IPs, bro. Bring it on, bro, because
I'm sure they're already doing that, bro.
yep, that's
I'm
what I'm
rubbing
waiting on.
I'm rubbing my
waiting to see what
hand
we
as
got.
we speak. Oh yeah, can't wait.
I can't wait, man, because all of this negativity that everybody's bashing them on Twitter, YouTube videos, they seeing that. And, I feel that maybe this is how, honestly, guys, I feel like maybe Microsoft, since they got shot in the foot with Donnie Mac, that they pushed out a lot of our exclusives early. And now that it's later in the game, they kind of stumbled and they like, oh, shit. And Sony was pushing games back and had a lot of remasters with a ton of indies, survived the 3 years, and now that they're getting their greatness, everybody's jumping on their cock. You feel me? Everybody's on Sony's cock right now. They blowing
I'm not trying to be
Sony.
smart, but what greatness is it that Sony have?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at the earlier generations in 2013, they was having nothing. They had some new IPs, but they had a lot of indies. They was running with 1080p with the media. They had games pushed back to the following year that looked like they had their
Yeah, but he wants to know what games you think are the
I
greatness.
mean, the greatness right now for them, to be honest, the only one is, to me, God of War. Even though they might say, oh, you're The Last of Us, but The Last of Us 2 ain't come out. That was a remaster, bro. Like, that's why I
that
don't
was from
consider
last
Last
generation.
of Us. When they mention Last of Us, I laugh because that's a PS3 game. Like, let's be real. And honestly, Uncharted 4, that's a good game. Like, it ain't no Tomb Raider, but it's a good game.
Do you like Uncharted 4?
It's alright. It's not
Alright.
like, it's not compared to me, Lord Croft. I can't wait to play the new one. Y'all seen that?
Oh
Which
man.
one?
Woo!
Oh.
Yo, is it me,
Which
guys,
one?
or games are looking more realistic, bro?
Which one? Which game you talking about?
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah, dude! Oh man! All right. Yeah, go ahead, Ghost.
yeah, like, yo, is it me, guys? And y'all could be honest. Are these games are starting to look more realistic, bro? Like, you see how she looks? Like, I don't know if that was a real trailer.
Well,
or
I mean
not.
that was a CG trailer. The thing that we saw
looked
that
like
was
it.
actually a CG trailer.
Yeah,
They
I seen
did
they
show
showed gameplay.
screenshots.
Yeah.
They did show screenshots and whatnot. Actually, they're in the Xbox store right now. It's 10 screenshots. All right. On the screenshots, they look official. All right. I can't front. They look official. I'm hoping the animations are nice and fluid. All right. But I always did enjoy Tomb Raider more than Uncharted. It's just, I don't know. I just find it
Maybe
more
it's the fanboy in
hardcore
me, man, because
than Nathan Drake. You know what I'm
growing
saying?
up,
I mean,
yeah.
but that's my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? I
My-
find it more hardcore and whatnot.
that's my opinion.
I
too,
find,
bro.
yeah,
I just-
Uncharted, it's okay for what it is, but I find it a lot easier. All right. Tomb
I mean,
Raider,
let's
I'd
be
be having
honest.
a struggle.
Let's be honest here. I ain't gonna damage control. You wanna know why? Because they said Gears of War and Halo didn't have a good story mode, right? But Uncharted story mode didn't make no fucking sense. How the fuck he got a brother? Like, think about that. Like a long lost brother. Like,
It's something
come on.
that they retconned and whatnot.
understand?
You know what I'm
So
saying?
it's
But
like-
the ones that say that Halo story ain't good or that Gears story ain't good, those are just fanboys, man. People that want attention. All right, because they talk about that. Oh, you guys ain't got games where, you know what I'm saying, the stakes matter, or things that pull on the heartstrings and all that. Dude, they've been doing this since last generation, bro.
Yo,
All right? As a matter
I
of fact, they've been doing it since the OG era, really. But
I
I
guarantee
don't
wants
you,
to
understand
talk about
how we don't have game when they ain't had nothing for the first fucking 3 years.
that's
So
what I'm saying.
we go drop 1 year, we don't got game. I don't understand that. Like I don't get these guys when they had nothing but indies.
Yes.
I mean, but shit,
as
we
a
got
matter of fact,
as many-
Yoshida,
I
what was
understand.
Yoshida's famous line? What's wrong with indies?
yes. What's wrong with indies? And he said everybody's crying about Phil right now, and I'm saying,
And then
like,
remember that year that I forgot what the dude that said it, but he's like, "Oh yeah, this year we're a little sparse."
yes.
That
thank
was
you,
a running
man.
joke.
Yes, and that wasn't a joke. He said those words, bro, that they were sparse. Now,
Actually, yeah, and they were actual facts. Actually,
Yeah.
right? Those were actual
That's
facts. That
not-
wasn't his opinion. That was an actual factual statement.
But
And
hey,
now Phil is-
how we don't have games?
that-
That's what I'm wondering. Though,
You can't tell them that.
PlayStation got 2 games coming out this year. They got they got 3 games: God of War, Detroit, and Spider-Man. That's pretty much their big games, right?
Yeah,
You
3
got-
games.
Crackdown. We got Sea of Thieves that's already out, and we got State of Decay. So how we don't have games? And our 3 games is completely 3 different types of games. You know what I'm saying? God of War and all of them is like just movie
But
games.
there's 2 more though, because we could throw the Last Night up in there. We could throw
Yeah, but we
Black
talking about, like,
Desert
they-
Online up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah, we
you're
just
talking
talking
about the
about they
Xbox
hard hitters.
ones, the
Yeah, they
Microsoft
hard
titles.
hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
they hard hitters, just to say, look, these are the hard hitters, like the top of the, you know what I'm saying, the top of the cream right here. And that's they top of the cream, you know what I'm saying? What you like is what you like, what somebody else might like is what somebody else might like. But we have 3 top of the cream games, they have 3 top of the green games. So how is Xbox not having games unless the fact they mean it is they so used to Xbox having so many more games now that the PlayStation have the equal amount of games, AAA games, that it seems like we have no games because it's not normal for us to have 3 games compared to the 3.
I could tell you right now,
Want to
Chuck.
know what it is?
I could tell you.
Want to know what it is? But yeah, go ahead, Ghost. Before I
I'm
get
gonna tell you
into
like
the
this:
next,
the reason why a lot of times we getting hate right now is because Microsoft kind of stumbled right a little bit, and Phil's kind of saying like, it's gonna take time, right? So that's the
Right.
same thing that Yoshida said like 3 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah.
they're coming out with their hits.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
something
2 years
like
or
that,
three, 2 to 3 years ago, and now Phil is saying this now, but Phil and them flooded us with our exclusives already. Our greatness been here, so now they're getting theirs, and people ODing. But remember, the reason why they saying we got no games and they got games is because look what everybody's doing. Yo, we got Yakuza, we got Hinonichi Richi, we got Fichi Fichi. Those are Japanese games, so they spitting those games at us the same way they used to throw indies guys. Remember, Same way they
Yep.
threw Godzilla at us.
Mhm.
Those are the same thing. Those
Godzilla.
are Neo,
I forgot all about that.
You know, that's what they do.
I know,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. We got no games when they got a God of War. Look, God of War came out, and I could have got Yakuza. Yakuza came out, so now everybody, oh look, they got another one. That's not a fucking AAA. The Japanese game ain't a AAA, bro. Like it ain't a big ass game like God of War. You understand? So they're hitters. Last of Us 2 ain't even get a date. Like that's not even. We don't even know if that's coming out this year. Still got time on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but Yakuza money ain't changed hands on that though. So if Sega ever decided to bring it over to Xbox, they can.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna read the future for you now. Now, if Microsoft don't show nothing, right, or Microsoft shows a banger, PlayStation is gonna stomp it out by showing the PlayStation 5, guarantee you, or talks of it to shut it down. Whatever Microsoft do, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna counterattack because they coming out last. So Microsoft's always going first, and PlayStation's always going last to cut their throat and make it look like they're doing better, right? Now check it. What they're gonna do is next generation. I'm rocking out with Microsoft, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Next generation, I'm still getting. I like my Xboxes. I had the 360, got the one now, and whatever's the next Xbox, I'm gonna cop it, and I'm waiting to see what greatness they're gonna give us. Now, their greatness, I hope they ain't gonna do like before. They're gonna show games, and they're gonna remaster. Let's just say God of War again to the PlayStation 5. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna remaster Uncharted 4.
They're gonna be
That's
knocking
what they
at
gonna
your
do?
door, bro.
Like, let's be honest.
They're gonna sell it to them all over again.
Yeah.
See this shit, and I guarantee you that's what they're gonna do. God of War's getting remastered.
Wow.
I guarantee you. Uncharted 4 is getting remastered. Last of Us 2 is gonna get remastered. I guarantee you those are gonna be PlayStation 5 games, and they're gonna throw it on our face when that's their greatness now. But they're gonna remaster the shit and bring it out again. I guarantee you, bro. If they don't put backwards compatibility on their,
Don't you think that's foul though, man? That they would actually sell it again to their consumers?
They've been doing it for years.
Why not?
They've
If they
been
gonna
doing
buy
this.
it,
But you know how we
that's,
get.
that's what they like.
Yeah,
I'm calling it, guys. That's what's gonna happen.
You know how we get the
Guaranteed.
blues for backwards compatibility, right? We get the blues. I like old games. I ain't got no new games, right? Well, y'all motherfuckers getting charged for old games.
Exactly. We got backwards compatibility.
Hey, how long it take for a developer to make a game? About 5 years, right?
It depends.
All right. Now,
Yeah. It depends.
I'm
It
just
depends
giving-
on the scope of the game.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you know,
3 to
just long
5.
shooting it. Yeah, just long shooting it. So look, in 2013, when we got a rise, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you green light a sequel 2 years down the line, and they're gonna make it a bigger budget. So what be a good year to announce it? Because if he's showing games that only a year out, it'll be 2018's E3. And I'm just using Rise for example. You got Sunset Overdrive. So this might be the year of sequel. See, people talking about, oh, we need this sequel, that sequel. Microsoft trying to keep stuff close, so you will be surprised, like on Christmas Day. You know, so you be more surprised when you actually open up a present and you didn't know that you was getting this here. Then somebody say, yeah, I'm getting you this here, and you say, oh, Christmas Day, you already know what it is. So I'm thinking they trying to hold that close because they don't like that burnout people been getting. Well, we show a game that's coming out right now in 2022, and you like watch it this year, watch it next year. But when it get ready to come out, you be burnt out on it. You don't really want to play it because you tired of hearing about it. You know, you want a game that's hot now. That's why if you look at what game that was that did that? Was it Doom? Like they announced Doom, they dropped Doom. Boom. That's how they need to start doing games because people, when they see a game, it's better when a person see it and be like, oh, this game finna, get it, see it. Like, oh, it's finna come out. You want it? Go get it. Bam. Instead of saying, oh, this game coming out 2 years from now. People are like, man, I don't want to hear that shit or see that shit right now. That's too long. Who want to wait 2 years down the line to play a game?
But Cup, I thought.
I remember when they did Horizon 3. They get that Christmas that came out.
Just like that. He want to show you a game that he know that's coming out.
Right.
Listen,
So-
Phil I remember, I'm telling you guys, if y'all can recall going back to the E3s, man, Phil took heat for sure games far out with the Halos. Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
That's when he said on the following E3, he said these words: "I'm gonna show you games from a year out, and you're gonna get the games, and then if not, you're gonna get it a year out." Now, guys turning like always, bro. Now it's showing games far out. You understand? Like, so damn if you do and damn if you don't, bro. They get fucked over every time. Like,
I don't want to see no 4-hour game though.
That's
I want to address something you said earlier, though, Ghost. You stated that that if Microsoft does show some bangers this E3, that it would force Sony's hand to show the PlayStation 5, right? I think they'd be hanging themselves if they did. Okay, because the X came out for a reason. When the OG Xbox came out, it was the most powerful console on the market. Something that Microsoft actually could beat their chest about. Right? And the 360, and the 360 was a little more or less was on the same level playing field as the PS3, even though the Sony fans would say otherwise, right? But even on every multi-plat title, there was fucking superior frame rates. I mean, everything was just better on the 360. It didn't matter that they had that supposed cell processor. That was more or less blast processing on the Sega Genesis. It wasn't more powerful than the NES, because the NES threw out Donkey Kong Country, all right, and made Sega basically shut the fuck up, all right. And now they threw out the X. They got that power advantage back. Phil even said it. We finally got the power advantage, and we're not losing the title, all right. So if Sony reveals their hand, Microsoft, they do software and hardware. Right, so they're gonna look at the specs, and they're gonna be like, "All right, they got that shit. That shit ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. That's hogwash." And they're gonna do a console. They're still gonna have the power advantage over the PlayStation 5. All right, so if Sony reveals their hand at E3, they're literally hanging themselves because Microsoft is ready. They made this X a fucking beast that they still haven't maxed out its potential.
So, Kaleidoscope, look at it like this. Not to get nobody off. Look at it like this. Only come out with the PlayStation 5, right? Microsoft flicked that switch with the X. Yep. They said the X was future-proof, right? So if that's true, if any of that story is true, especially with Digital Foundry, you know how they like to fuck around with shit, and they admitted that it is future-proof. Who to say, soon as Sony come out with that PlayStation 5, Microsoft, that's all I wanted you to do. Hit the button.
Listen. You're right about that.
Imagine an update. You know how they talk about 4K updates and all that?
Yep.
All right.
Because the One X already
did we not see a tech demo a couple of months back, or a couple of months back for ray tracing? Imagine getting an update for ray tracing to your Xbox One X. That not be a whole different ball game?
Yeah, but
with the lighting.
But check this out. If people in the alpha program, in the alpha build, if you got an Xbox One S, there are some games out there you can play in 1440p. Ain't that most?
Yep.
Most
on
games
the Xbox One S.
On the S.
On the S?
It's giving it.
Yes, on the S, bro.
On the S. So that's telling you that architect and that chip is custom. It can do some things that it don't. Like what Flip said, I hit a switch. They all of a sudden said, boom, I hit a switch. And now I'm saying, then you have options, not on every game, but some games, you have the option to play in 1440p on a S. On a $200
isn't that what the PlayStation Pro is doing right now? 1440p?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
now, which one is cheaper?
Which one got an Ultra Blu-ray player for $250?
And which one has an Ultra 4K Blu-ray player?
Man, y'all curve stomping them. But think about it. Hey, all that's good, but y'all got to think about this here. The only reason why PlayStation 5 is not going to be announced, see this no console war, you got to think about it. You think they really willing to give up this $80 million they supposedly have? I mean, this $80 million right here, they don't know how to get this $80 million. They were shocked about the PlayStation 4 selling like this here. Do you think they want to take this chance to do this again? This might not happen again. So why not keep this PlayStation 4 hype going? Even though the Xbox X is more powerful, but you can look at it. People gonna play with their friends at.
The games are still selling. God of War just came out. That shit is selling.
So why? It don't make to me.
Hold on, not to cut you off. How you gonna play with your friends at when your online network is nowhere near on the same level as Microsoft?
I mean, but hey, you talking about people that don't know this. The only thing they know is my friend got a PlayStation, so I'm getting a PlayStation.
Well, he playing God of War though, so he playing offline anyway, so it's all good.
Right. Yeah. So
playing by himself.
Think about it like this. Why get it up and start back over from ground zero? The PlayStation 5, they know one thing. Microsoft is not going to let them outshine them in power. Second of all, their network is not going to be able to mess with Microsoft. Third of all, you got to think about the services that Microsoft have is going to be so pleasing to customers that's coming into a new generation that it's going to be hard for the PlayStation to do anything because their network sucks. The stuff that they got, what is that, PlayStation Plus, the thing that you got, the streaming service they have, that shit is garbage.
No,
they
PlayStation Now.
That shit is on my TV.
They got to reconstruct
Well,
all
they,
that
they
stuff.
should have
So
called the PlayStation later, really. Right now.
That's why I said they need to reconstruct all that. So instead of trying to work on the PlayStation 5, they need to go work on their whole network. Take everything. Why they got this 80 million people keep pumping out games instead of trying to work on the PlayStation 5? They need to go in this background and fix everything back there. They need to go back to the foundation, fix their network, fix the way they the way they security work. They need to fix all that before they even think about a PlayStation 5.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought up the PlayStation now. Remember they had them on all these TVs in the beginning when they first launched it? Did they not get removed from those TVs?
They got removed from Samsung.
Because they wasn't making no WAP on them TVs. People was looking at the prices. They was like, this is highway robbery. Get the fuck out of here. I'd rather go red box the motherfucker.
I feel like if they do show it and they was to bring it out 2019, what Sony's going to do is, and this is how I feel, my opinion is, they're going to ride the wave, meaning they got the momentum. So once the media and everybody, look, the PlayStation 4 is more powerful, it's going to go, it's not about the games no more. It's going to go back.
Yeah.
That's automatically. And now the media, the hype with the PlayStation coming off like this, a lot of people going to gravitate.
But Ghost, the minute Sony reveals their hand and they say how powerful that PlayStation 5 is, Microsoft is going to fucking blow them out the water with the specs for the next Xbox.
Well, let me ask you this. What do y'all think the specs of the next PlayStation? Okay, we announced the PlayStation 5 coming out next year. What do you think the specs?
Well, the specs that they revealed earlier this year, I thought were bullshit, and 100 could attest to that. 100, go inform Flip as to the specs of the PlayStation 5. The leaked shit.
They
the stuff that leaked.
A custom AMD, a graphics card that costs about $400 to $500 right now. That custom chip going to cost you more. I heard that. Well, since they're going to buy so many, the price will go down. You're going to have a hell of a cooling system in it. It's using technology right now that normal PCs can't even take the power of. It's nothing right now taking the power unless you're using a server. Ain't taking no power out of it. So why would you put them specs in a machine? You want to sell that machine more than $400, $500.
Cause I can't. Okay,
you're talking like $600 or $700 easily.
No, that's like $700. No, it's like about $8.
And the tricky thing is, Joe, he brought up the cooling system, right? Them cooling systems for PCs don't come cheap. Microsoft built a custom cooling system for the X. All right, where they could actually micromanage how much it's going to cost them. All right, Sony don't have that type of tech power behind them. They ain't got that type of tech behind them to build their own cooling system. No. So they'll have to use some off-the-shelf parts.
That's what they get. That's what I'll be telling people. Sony use off-the-shelf parts, where Microsoft will pay AMD or somebody to give them a custom chip, give them a custom this, a custom that, because they want to sit there and say they want to go for redundancy. Like, I want to drain power behind it. If this game needs something, I want it. That's when Microsoft brought out the X, and what they do, they had developers come in. This is what we always wanted. You know what I'm saying? This is all they was happy with a smile. You didn't have no one but the haters.
Guys, I would like to answer somebody in the comment section. You know, some guy named JP says these guys talking like they're engineers. No, I'm not an engineer. But if you a Sony fan, you got dicked in your ass for buying that Pro. You want to know why? Because when they revealed the Pro, the ugly weirdo with the glasses that was saying it was 4K, which who lied to you and gassed your ass up to buy that whack shit, you got dicked in your ass. Didn't he say that the T-flops, something in his PlayStation 4 will give you 8 T-flops? You feel about that, huh? You feel to realize about that, huh? So where the fuck
100 actually 100 actually works on PCs.
I got
right? Just to answer the dude in the comment section. So 100 could clear things up for you.
JP, I got a degree in computer engineering. Some of that shit I don't talk about because it's boring to a lot of people. But what Mark Cerny said that they can do this with the Pro can do this. The Pro is doing damn near just like a regular Xbox One S is doing. What it's doing, dynamic scaling. It's doing to trick your eyes. When Microsoft was doing that with the fat and all that, it was motherfucking bullshit. It was doom and gloom. Nigga, that's a motherfucking fact. But when you guys sit there and take that, man, look how many Xbox enhanced games for the X are and how many PlayStation Pro enhanced. It's more third-party games than it's first-party. So
Listen, honey. The funny thing is that guy lied. He was saying that inside the PlayStation 4 Pro can give you 8 teraflops. When you go to this and you go to that, he was lying out his ass.
No,
That's
no,
when
we
you
know,
see that
we
they
know. It was
liars,
all
bro.
smoke and
Just for
mirrors.
the
That
smoke and
whole,
mirrors. So these
what was it?
these
Was it
PlayStation
PlayStation
dudes in the comment
Experience?
section.
I mean, but think about
Yeah, it
next
was the
generation. What
PlayStation
we gonna
Experience.
get? Just straight. What I mean, what could be the big jump? I mean, I don't see that big of a jump right now. Like from what it's gonna be like.
The
You
the
gonna
big
get
jump that
4K
we're going to
60?
see is
That's
that
it.
ray tracing, that ray tracing tech that Microsoft showed off
Yeah, I
for the
seen
lighting.
I seen that, but that to me that look more like cutscene stuff than anything. I don't think that's gonna really have nothing to do with the actual gameplay. I mean,
I'm
No,
about to
no,
ask
not
me
the
where's that
actual
8
gameplay,
flops
but
at
the
now.
actual graphics. All right, which is a good segue into the next topic. All right, because a lot of fanboys out there, right? People in certain circles, they say that the Xbox One, even the vanilla one, that it's inferior as far as graphics, that they ain't got photorealistic graphics. Well, and that's the furthest thing from the truth because Rise came out at the beginning of this generation. All right. And yet a game that came out in 2013 can stand toe to toe, that was at 900p, can stand toe to toe with God of War. That's at 1080p. You know what I'm saying? On the PlayStation 4. It just boggles the mind, that they say that this console is underpowered, but yet they got games like Gears of War 4. Ghost took a screenshot, all right, and then a second screenshot after the fact. First he took it with old girl from Gears of War 4, then he did one with Old Man Phoenix, all right, Old Man Phoenix. And the attention to detail as far as the strands of hair, the pimples on the face, the glistening in the eyes, the lips. I mean, everything about the image was just mind blowing. And I know Ghost got an X. Okay.
Yep.
So that's what graphics look like on the X, yo.
AKA the
Pro ain't
Scorpio,
touching that.
baby.
Know what I'm saying? The God of War 5, I've been playing the shit out of, I mean, not God of War 5, but the new God of War, the one on the PlayStation 4, I've been playing the shit out of it. I got almost 10 hours in that motherfucker. But those screenshots that Ghost sent me from the actual in-game engine blew my fucking mind. All right? I've never seen visuals of that clarity before. Go ahead, E-Rock.
Kaleidoscope. Didn't Brad Waddell say that the system can come close to photorealistic, but the CPU will be the problem? I could have sworn he said that. If I'm not mistaken.
I guess he
If I'm not
must have been
mistaken.
talking out of his ass, huh?
Yeah, because I could have sworn he said that, like, yo, these systems can do it, but their CPU will be the problem if you're thinking that you're going to get like 60 frame or even close to 30 frames per second and the look like that. I could have sworn Brad Waddell said that, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Some people are just fanboys and whatnot, and they don't understand what custom means. Custom chip, custom cooling system. All right, the game could run a lot hotter. The X could run a lot hotter, and it still would be cool as a motherfucker to throw out those visuals. All right. Meanwhile, the Pro sounds like it's taking off for orbit. All right, when you turn that motherfucker on. All right, it's two different things.
Florida Excuses says God of War is better than Rise.
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't it be better?
It's
If a game came out
Ghost.
in
I'll answer that real
2013,
quick.
and
It's two different games.
exactly. I was gonna tell
One is realistic. Rise is realistic.
Exactly.
It's more or less like Gears of War with swords. Whereas God of War is something like a Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. You know what I'm saying? It's something with otherworldly powers, yo. I mean, in God of War, he could pick up a tree trunk and smash somebody with it, all right? That shit is dope. I can't front on that. But in Rise, Son of Rome, he can't pick up no damn tree
It's
trunk.
human.
It's realistic,
I mean, but
bro.
you got to
Yes.
think about it. Look when it came out too. It's supposed to be.
It's two different things,
It
though,
came in
man.
2013.
A launch title game. They shocked the
Yeah.
world, bro. It was a gem.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't buy it, bro. That's sad.
They're actually showing side-by-side comparisons on YouTube.
Oh, no,
between
guys.
Rise, Son
Why
of
don't you
Rome,
put it in the
and
link
God
for all
of War
these fools
5.
in here so
I mean,
they
that's
can see
a
it side to
compliment. That's a
side?
compliment for
He's saying Rise is
Yeah,
better
it is.
on PC.
Yeah, but
I think what people was really like putting it up together really basically saying is like, okay, you see how good God of War look. We're not going to deny how good God of War look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody denies that.
But Rise still hold the test of time for when it came out. That's what people are talking about. We're not saying it don't look good, but it's amazing what almost 4 years later, Rise still looked that good.
It's holding its own.
Even
Matter of fact, look, I was playing on the vanilla recently, all right, because I was playing God of War all last week and shit. Put 10 hours in, and then I went on to Rise once I got home. Know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, and I was getting amazed because I saw cascading waterfalls in God of War. And yet the cascading waterfalls in the 900p version of Rise on the Xbox One looks more realistic. All right. And there are side-by-side comparisons where you could verify. The water looks more realistic. But that's what the CryEngine does. All right. It actually won the SIGGRAPH award as far as visual graphics. And then the vegetation in Rise. Dude, it's like you're in a freaking jungle. There's no vegetation like that in God of War. All right, but it's two different things, though. You know what I'm saying? They're two completely different games. God of War excels at certain things, just like Rise excels at certain things. All right, I can't take anything away from either or because they're two completely different games. All right, God of War, they morphed it into more of an action adventure when before it was more of an arcade style title. All right, it was an action arcade style game. All right. All you could do was mash on the buttons without even knowing the combos. And you used to be able to stomp on everybody until you decided to bump up the difficulty. And Rise, I found that it was actually kind of simple when you actually just play on normal mode. But bump that motherfucker up to Centurion and Legendary difficulty. You'll see Rise in a completely different light. All right, because these dudes come at you from all angles, and you'll understand why that combat system, why they made that combat system the way it was. Because there's no way in hell you're going to get through Legendary if you got too much baggage. All right, it's two completely different games, though. But go ahead, Flip.
No, I was just looking at what he's saying. It was a couple of common questions. You know what? And I said this before. What would you see? I said this to K Megan and 100. What would be the difference if you was to see Rise Son of Rome remastered and put on an X? What would it look like then? Compared up to God of War. Then what?
You don't want them to do that, though, man. Microsoft does that. A lot of people, I mean, I don't think the Sony fans will really get bothered by it, but a lot of the Sony fanboys, the ponies, yeah, they'll really get bothered.
But people got to understand this. Quit putting PC in a console realm. It's not. A console is optimized. A PlayStation, Xbox, they're optimized for gaming. PC does more than just gaming. And a lot of people do not know how to overclock CPUs or GPUs. It ain't that damn easy. Oh, I'm just gonna buy a gaming PC. Yeah, go fry your motherfucking motherboard because you just got a regular ass cooling system. that fan, that shit ain't gonna cool off that motherfucker. When you crank that shit up, that chip gets hotter. You know what I'm saying? It gets hotter. And then, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You have to quit. I hate people trying to put PC. Yes, it's going to look good on PC because you have the comfort. You can do anything you want to do to it if you know what you do. But it's not the normal person don't want to overclock. Normal person don't want to overclock. I get people who send me, I built like 4 PCs a week because why? People get them and they're like, I don't want to do all this. But then I have to sit there and go check out this CPU. Got to see how to overclock and how much overclock. Well, you don't have that much cooling system, so I might as well leave this shit regular. What you finna do on it? Play Minecraft? Get the fuck out of here.
It goes. Somebody in the comment section talking about it would be nice if you was willing to sell your 1X to them for $150. the dude's wilding out right now.
Oh no, that's old boy. That's old boy. That's the old boy that framed he here every week.
Yeah.
Yo. If anybody was selling a 1X, I guarantee you that shit wouldn't even last 10 seconds, bro. 10 seconds.
For $150, you crazy?
That's what I'm saying, dude. That shit would be gone in a heartbeat, bro.
I would have sold him a PlayStation. I would have sold him a PlayStation 4 for $2. Fuck. Damn.
And then Collider also, that Crytek engine was one of the benchmarks from ever. I remember Crysis from this day. Yeah. Some of these PCs can't run Crysis at full power. Crysis used to smash people PCs. That shit. No,
is that that's the thing, is that a lot of people that talk in the comments about PC don't really know about PC. All right, not everybody, because there's some people that do have gaming PCs and whatnot, and do have them souped up, but they know the work it entails, the time that it entails to soup your shit up, to overclock the GPU, all that stuff. They know the time that it takes. All right, and most people on PC really do not have those or that advantage. All right, and most people that game on PC don't know everything there is to know about gaming on PC. I mean, in 100's party a couple of weeks back, it wasn't even 100's party. I think it was Chaos God's party. There was some dude, I'm not going to name any names, all right, and he was talking about getting a gaming PC. So I was like, oh, so you're going to get it for the mods, right? Oh, I don't know nothing about no mods. So I said, well, why you want a gaming PC for? It's like, I don't understand that. It's to say that you have one? Because I mean that's the main thing in PC gaming. You want the gaming mods and you want to play as much free shit as possible. All right. I mean, but he said I don't know nothing about no mods. So it's like that's one of the people right there that will not be able to run Rise Son of Rome on max settings. He will not be able to run Crisis on max settings. He will not be able to run Gears of War 4 on max settings. All right, because they just don't have the intellect or the know-how to do it. All right, that's where consoles come in. All right, because consoles is plug and play, bro. They're optimized. All right, so right out the gate, you're gonna get the same experience as everybody else, with the exception of the X. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of envious of everybody that has an X, but they're optimized for what that system does. Big difference.
I think PC guys just want to have something to argue about, man.
Hey, man.
Nah, there's that they figure that's the thing that's gonna end the argument. Oh, well, you could game on PC. Well, anytime you play a Microsoft title on PC, you're playing it on Windows or you're playing it on Microsoft's software or whatever, whether it's on Steam or whether it's on Windows. Microsoft is getting a big cut of that check. So they're saying, thank you for the money. You want to sell your Xbox and still play their titles on PC? You're still giving them your money. All right, those is just facts. That's factual information, people.
They own Havoc, so you gonna pay them again? See, Microsoft ain't no dumb people. You know what I'm saying? I forgot they even bought LinkedIn.
Yeah,
they said
bought
that
LinkedIn,
profit, that profit, and then they also bought. And then they said the Surface products. So like I'm like, whoa.
No.
And I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers know what they doing. Some people need to shut the fuck up and to go play some games. Hope he got a war.
You know what kills me, guys? When they compare a computer to a console. Like,
no, that's the thing, though, man. It's like, and then you know how much it would cost to have a PC running the same thing that the X has under its hood. Dude, it's ridiculous. It costs a lot more than an X, bro. Easily a lot more than an X. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about the graphics cards and the drivers and all that other bullshit. Nah, dude. It's really, personally for me, it's not worth my time. All right? It's just not. You know what I'm saying? When I get home and I get a new game, I probably got it in the download queue already. The minute it passes midnight, I'm playing that motherfucker. Meanwhile, somebody on PC is there for about an hour, 2 hours trying to get their shit ready and run the game. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things.
When you playing Skyrim and shit like that, you got to do some shit. You got to always check, especially when you got mods, just in case. You know what I mean? You got to do a lot of stuff with that shit. That's why
you know about that.
Yeah, I backed off a little bit from PC because at first I got that Skyrim on. I started playing from the 360 and I played on my PC or that. Woo! I kind of left it alone, and I was just playing Skyrim all day. But they had so many mods; it was like a whole new game, bro. That's why I say PC. If somebody's buying a PC and they not modding or like getting mods and shit like that to make your game even better and the graphics better and everything, then what the fuck they got a PC for?
Hey, Ghost, I hear people every day. Like I said, I watch a lot of, I sit here, I can watch a lot of videos while I'm sitting here working. Hey, you know some of these modders fix these games for these developers?
Yeah. The modders for basically for Skyrim, yo. The modders are the ones that fix Skyrim.
Yeah, they code is better than the motherfuckers that made it.
I seen the ultra settings on water. I seen all of that. They blew the game Skyrim out the boatworks. Real weather, everything. I'm like, if you swim
those are the modders, Ghost. Those
And
are the
your
modders,
character
not
die.
the developers.
Yeah, the modders, when they put in realistic weather, and when you get into where there's icebergs at and you get in that water, boy, you better start a fire because you're gonna get hypothermia and you're gonna die. They changed that whole thing up, and they made it more fun. Like there was this guy that it was actually supposedly like he could have got paid, bro. He did his own gigantic DLC map, bro. It was ridiculous. Like
Damn.
homes, castles. You got Dracula, bro. They had all kind of things, bro. Vampires.
Wow.
They was adding their own stuff in it, and that's why. See, Skyrim to me is my favorite game, and it's so much mods that you could do with it that it makes it fun. Like it's like a whole new world, basically. When you get into that, and you put mad stuff in modern. Like you can have people running with you, your people running, and you can have whoever you want running with you. Instead of like having 2 or 3 people or 4 people with you, you can have 10 to 20 people with you. You could take the people that's got missions that you can never grab and grab one of them, and they'll run around. They can't die either because they
Wow.
they ain't supposed to die. So in the game, they just running around. They like tanks. They just getting hit. They might go down on the knee, but they're not gonna die. They're gonna help you out where you gotta run, gather your strength, your energy. However you play a wizard, meaning if you are Dunmore, meaning a dark elf, if you a high elf, if you know what I mean, like there's different things. If you a Nord, it's a lot of things to it, and that was my shit, man. Skyrim was my shit, and I ain't gonna lie, on PC that shit is badass. Like, and I can't wait till they bring out another Elder Scrolls, man. Not online. I want an Elder Scrolls that's picking up off of Skyrim, meaning I want to fight the high elves. I want to fight the Khajiits. I want to fight the lizards. You know what I mean? Like the war. I want to get down with the Red Guards. Meaning I'm a dark elf. We unite together and we stop them because Skyrim is so deep on the story mode that when you play Skyrim, in all reality, you're supposed to play as a Nord because that's the Nord's land. A lot of people play with the I forgot their name, Imperials. For me, Imperials is bitches. Because when you Imperial, you siding with the high elves, nigga. The high elves are smacking them lame ass niggas around. That's why all the shit got fucked up. Because in all reality, they bowed down to the motherfuckers and they let them in. And at the end of the day, the Nords, this is their land, bro. And that's why I got down with Yorfric Stormcloak, the High King. And I got down, and I'm a dark elf that whips ass, and I feel like streaming it. Because I got down with the Dark Brotherhood. I'm also in the Thieves Guild, you know, breaking it down. I always go back and start it all over because I love playing around, like going back into it and shit. But anyway, like that's my favorite game right there. So anything about Skyrim, 9 out of 10, I know about it. I just don't like
stream that
Morrowind
shit from time to time, man.
because I didn't start off playing those. I started playing Skyrim when I seen the graphics on it. When I played Oblivion, I couldn't get into it because the cat didn't look like a cat, man. You know what I mean?
When did you start playing Oblivion? When did you start playing it?
I ain't play it. Oblivion came out so long ago. Morrowind even came out before Oblivion.
Yeah.
Like when I go into those kind of games,
Morrowind was after Oblivion.
Yeah.
And then you got other ones, Blood Moon or whatever the hell. There's so many of Elder Scrolls that I couldn't get into those. When I got it, I really got into it because of Skyrim, and Skyrim made me. When I see how the lizards look, how I seen how the cat looked like a cat at least. When I seen how they look, and it's dope. Imagine now, I can't wait, and I've been waiting for years. I've been following up since the last Elder Scrolls. I've been waiting. Then they came out with Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, it's dope, but it's an online game. I'd rather have it where you co-op with it, and you can get down like that.
What I understand, Ghost, is they working on a new engine.
Hopefully, man, they bring another Skyrim.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The last one you can mod.
It's gonna be glitchy as hell when it comes out anyway, man.
I don't know.
One of them you can mod.
The mods are gonna make it run better.
Yeah, the ones you can mod. I think the last one is something. I know Cyclone.
Oh no, yeah. On the one you could actually mod Skyrim and Fallout.
I'm gonna break it down to you. This is the thing. I don't know about now because I haven't played Skyrim in a while, in the Xbox X. When you mod it, you cannot get the achievements.
No, ain't no achievements.
That's what I'm saying. That's what sucks about it. On
exactly.
PC, you can mod it and get the achievements.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm saying. How you give us mods but no achievements with it?
But I mean, it's an excellent trade off because when you use the mods, the characters look 100% better. The women characters look like better than in any new game
Yeah.
You can mod the water, you can mod the rocks, like the mods, like I don't know how
How you mod the
Xbox and them
water?
did it.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
yeah.
players. What
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
was
Players.
they just
Ultra
took
water.
they took a texture pack and just redid the shit and redid it better than
Better.
the developers did. I mean,
Yes.
Skyrim on Xbox is on some
It's
other
beautiful.
Yeah, dude. I saw some dude in Skyrim on Xbox running around as Darth Vader, though.
Yeah,
That shit
yo.
blew my mind. I was like, oh
There's a
shit,
lot of
motherfucker got a lightsaber and everything. I was like, oh shit.
there's different things that you can do. The only thing is that got me upset, and I played the game traditional. I didn't do the
Yeah,
mods.
yeah.
Is because I know how to do my own little cheats and get more characters to run with me and roll with me. So when I run into a cave, like there was a scene where I robbed the dude for a horse. I didn't give him a horse. I kept the horse Frost. I went in there, snuck into the lady's house, whatever. Boom, bam, wham, bam, thank you, man. Got out of there. He went and I bitched him like, nah, you ain't getting your shit. He ran off. Now in that game, they send hits on you. If you're not down with the Dark Brotherhood, a character of the Dark Brotherhood will try to kill you. Now, if you down with them, they ain't gonna send a Dark Brotherhood because you the main guy. So basically, in short words, he sent a group of bandits or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in the Dark Brotherhood new chamber, these motherfuckers they was coming down the steps in my shit. And he ain't know I had about like 4 or 5 motherfuckers with me, 7 people with me. So as soon as he even made a move, my men charged him quick and it was rumbling, bing, bing, everybody fighting, bing, and I'm standing there like the dawn. That's what I like doing, running up in the cave, got a dog, get him, everything. Like, and then like it's dope because you could throw out magic and make a big Iceman, a big electricity guy, you know what I mean? Fire girl, you could do different things, so it adds other things. And then you got these Daedra with the swords, these with bad armor, bro. Like, and they kill shit quick. So it's like I ain't really got to do nothing. I'm killing people. I can fight on my own, but I got a crew with me. So when I run in a cave, y'all getting stuck up and you're all dying. I kill everything moving and I strip niggas naked and I sell that shit. That's how I make my money. That's how it is, man. Like with me. So when I enjoy that game, I enjoy it to the fullest. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you on
I get
that.
into a zone and I just be zoning out, bro.
All right. So before we move on to the last topic, does anybody else want to add anything as far as like, graphics as far as games?
Oh, graphics like what in gaming in general now?
Well, as far as like no, I'm saying photorealistic graphics on the Xbox One. Well, we know they got just as much photorealistic graphics as the PlayStation. But does anybody want to add anything more to that?
I just want to see what the future holds for us. Like this E3, a lot of people say, "Oh, why you want to see games?" Because we already got our greatness, and I want to see what's new, what's far out coming. That's gonna keep me excited, and what we got for next year coming out. Because they're gonna show stuff that's coming out. They're not just gonna say, "Yo, here," and you get no games for 2000. You know what I mean? I want to see those games, so that's what I'm excited about. And
I know people right now. And I know. Well, go ahead, Ghost. Finish.
I'm just saying this, Khalad. I just want to see some more beautiful story mode games, like single player games, and let's see if the people that so-called claim are gonna buy these games. Like, I want to see if, because I know I'm gonna buy it. If it looks good, I'm gonna buy it. You understand? And I know y'all gonna buy the game if it looks good. But for the rest of the people out there that talk a lot of shit, man, support your games, man. Support the developers, man. Maybe if you support them, they'll give you a sequel. In reality, even if I don't play the shit, I'll buy it just to support it.
Actually, yeah. If you do support a game and whatnot, 9 times out of 10, you will get a sequel. All right?
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, especially if they get enough sales. All right? But yeah. There's also another game, that people are enjoying on the PlayStation 4 as well as the Xbox One, which is Terra Online. All right. And we got a game coming out, that's more or less along the same lines, but it looks like Terra Online on steroids, which is basically Black Desert Online. I mean, the visuals in that look fucking retarded. All right. They look retardedly good. And that's actually going to come out on the Xbox One first. I don't know when it's going to come out on the PlayStation 4. So I don't know. It might be a year exclusive. Who knows? I don't know how long the exclusivity is going to be for, because it is a timed exclusive. But I saw that the developers were actually talking about giving it some Xbox One X enhanced visuals to run in 4K. That's the reason we haven't heard shit about Black Desert Online because they're actually working to make it 4K, to make it run at 4K. If they do that shit with Black Desert Online on the X, yo, you're gonna have a lot of fanboys feeling salty. Yo, they're gonna be salty as a motherfucker, yo, once they see that gorgeous, beautiful game.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
you
That's
got
a
me typing it
giant
up right
world
now. I'm about to look
running
at it right
on the
now.
X in
Yeah.
4K visuals.
I mean,
All right.
know-
Now, the
Collapse,
E3
speaking
is
about
right
Black-
around the corner, and we're gonna be seeing some shit for the E3. I'm of the mind where I'd rather go into it like Infinity War. I don't want to know shit. I don't want to see no spoilers. I want to
Yeah.
find out the day of. All right. Now, does everybody here feel the same way?
Yeah. I just don't want motherfucking clowns and haters going out and trying to look. If I don't believe that that's the list anyway when it came out of games
Nah,
that we got.
Phil confirmed that it wasn't.
Exactly. This is the
Oh, he
thing. But look
did?
how much
Wow.
fucking people
Yeah,
reach,
he
bro.
said nope.
They
That's
reach
the exact word. He's like, nope.
just to downplay Microsoft, basically, and to shit on everybody. They try to leak shit out, bro, like, and try to bash us even more. And Phil, like you said, confirmed that none of that's going to be on there, basically, in short words. So hopefully, within May coming up right now, a couple of, weeks or whatever, when we hit May, none of that gets put out, man, because always Microsoft gets screwed over, man, and PlayStation sits back and they don't blow their shit up, and Microsoft gets leaked out, and everybody goes, just more fuel to the fire to shoot at Microsoft, bro. I hate that shit. I just want to see an E3 where
I'm thinking
nothing
they
came
got
out
some
where it's
serious
shocking.
shit.
Oh, this is what we got. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see, I know about that game already. Nah, man, I don't want to go through that no more. It's been going on for a couple of years. Like, we always getting shitted on, and they come out of nowhere with a game that was like 9 years off, and they come out with a game, and everybody starts crying and shit.
True that. Yo,
You talking about like The Last Guardian?
Yeah, exactly. Like, they come out of nowhere with sparse ass
Last
motherfuckers.
Sparse
Now they got God of War, so
Yeah.
they
yeah,
feel
I
like
was
they
about to
just-
ask you,
sorry.
Triple Cup.
I,
What are
I'm
your
sorry.
thoughts on that?
I'm
Go ahead,
sorry,
Flip.
not to cut you off. Y'all need to go look up this fucking game that Kaleidoscope just said. I'm looking at it. You got to be fucking kidding me. This can't be.
Yeah,
You got to be kidding me.
yeah.
Nah, I'm not. I'm
I'm
not,
sorry,
bro.
Triple Cup. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You was good. You was good. I was
You could give us more feedback on what you think on what you're seeing there, Flip.
No, I'm gonna let him go ahead and say
Inform
his
the
piece,
audience.
man. 'Cause this is too long. I would have to write an autobiography about this shit. Go ahead, Cup. You got it. You got it, Cup. You got it, bro.
You're nice to meet
Hey.
you, Flip, man.
Man, the same
Hey,
here,
hold
big
up.
brother.
Hey, what? Not to be unprofessional, but what had happened?
All right. So basically, what I'm saying, E3 is right around the corner. All right, and I'm of the mind where I don't want to see any spoilers. I want to
Okay,
basically
yeah,
go
yeah.
into the E3 like Avengers: Infinity War. I don't want to know
Right.
shit. I don't want to know spoilers.
Mm.
I want to see what happens the day of. All right.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
if it does happen that day, what are your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? You think Microsoft is going to come through? You know what I'm saying? Because Phil already
All right,
confirmed that list that they leaked was bullshit. So what are your thoughts?
All right, first of all, my thoughts that leak. I mean, it was bullshit, but it's kind of true because like a lot of the shit that was on there is obvious shit. I mean, but all the Xbox games they're supposed to be coming out before E3 gonna be already out. So when E3 come around, they gotta show something new because all the stuff they've been showing last year gonna be already out. See, people don't realize every year now we're gonna have to get some new shit. It ain't gonna be no replay like
Exactly,
how Sony
by
did,
default,
that they showed
by
too far
default.
ahead. Right. So we ain't gotta worry about that. So that's gonna be a good thing on our behalf. And I hate leaks. What's his name? Jeff Coochie Curry.
Jeff Keighley?
Him. Man, I'm talking about. I really want to go through the TV and grab his ass. I'm talking about. I was looking at when I heard that price, I was really pissed off because I don't like spoilers like that. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to stay away just so I could, get the experience and see how I felt when Phil
Well, I'm
Spencer
sure
came
he
out
ain't
to
getting
announce it.
access this year.
Yeah, but
I'm
hey,
pretty
I
sure.
think, hey, but on the cool though, I sat back and I thought about it, and I said, man, you know what? There it'd have been some cool shit if Microsoft would have set his ass up. They're like, okay, it's $500. I'm seeing where everybody keeps saying that $399 with the $399. So you know they ain't gonna like when we say $499, even though it's gonna be worth it. But let's let Jeff Keighley think he putting it out there so he can get all the backlash. So that might have kind of worked in Microsoft favor for him taking that lick like that. So that been you know saying my eyes that have been cool if they would have caught him like that for all the dirty shit he been doing. You know, you got to one up him on a level that they don't know that they being one upped on. But that's like you know what I'm saying, everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm not in the chat today, you know what I'm saying, so y'all give me a shout out. I want to shout everybody out. And the only reason why I'm not in the chat because of like Kalada just said, man, we do not want no spoilers. And like with the Infinite War coming out, I can't take no
Infinity War.
spoilers. Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that. Infinity War. When Infinity War come out, I don't want no spoilers. I don't want no nothing. I only watch one trailer and I want to keep it that way. I was sold. I'm ready. I don't want nobody gonna give me like I want to shout out to my homie T Reaper. You know what I'm saying? He cool little dude, but you know what I'm saying, I'm hiding from that number. Ain't nobody finna troll me like that. Not this day here.
Yeah, I can't believe they told me had something to do with that shit.
Right.
Yo, what are your thoughts, E-Rock?
I don't want any spoilers at E3 either. I'm just going to wait and be surprised and enjoy it. This is like our Super Bowl for video gamers, and I don't want any spoilers, man. I'm patient. I can wait, and I'm sure that Phil got some excellent things up his sleeve, man. I mean, you know, man, what I mean.
Chuck said it right, man. I agree with him. He was like, they've showed all the stuff that's coming out already, so everything that's coming at E3 is something new.
Yep.
How excited does that get you,
I'm excited.
Very, very excited, man, because you already got the most powerful console. They delivered on that. Now it's time for you to get the games you asked for. It's on now.
You know what,
That I think is going to be very trippy, man, because I couldn't have worded it better myself, though, man. Everything that we know that's coming is coming out within the next few months.
You know what? I just have to say, a lot of people don't understand that it takes time to make these games, man. People, it's like the dude on that commercial. It's my money and I want it now, and that's how these so-called gamers are acting now. It's like they want it now. Like I wonder, do people think about the pressure that the developer have on their shoulders? Like you want a good game, you want a good quality game. So if you rush out this game and the game is fucked up, it's just like, well, damn. Then you will jump on the developers like, nah, why you ain't just wait? Well, you could have put the game back. We would have understand. But now that they're putting the game back and they telling you what's going on or whatever, that they're trying to take their time and announce the game when it's ready, people have problems with it. Like, okay, now you want to see the game. Yeah, I don't care if it's like 3 years. I still want to see it. Like, this show was something. Like, come on, man, stop it. So Sony been doing that, and you don't even know when some of these games is coming out. But why do Microsoft have to follow the same rules when it comes down to letting you as Sony? Why can't
I think that they hold Microsoft, they hold them to a higher esteem, right? Because they was like, oh well, they showed their games for the last 3 or 4 years. How long has they've been showing Detroit?
Man,
I mean, about 4 years.
Yep.
Dude, it's been a freaking noise. It's been 6 years because they showed them a demo of Old Girl back in the day, bro. All right, that's when they started working on it. So it's actually 6 years, but in the shows it's about 4 years. Yeah, they've been showing it for like 4 years and whatnot.
Well, let me ask y'all this: y'all don't think
Last Guardian? Oh man, we don't want to go into that.
Yeah, look,
I ain't even think that. Do y'all think that these developers have enough on their shoulders with making these games, and if the games don't come out right, they don't know what to do or whatever? Do y'all think these developers feel like a lot of pressure?
Some games are hard to make. Because if you think about it, Square Enix, they was doing that Final Fantasy VII. CyberConnect 2 was actually doing it. They ain't like the way the game was coming out. They actually fired the studio, all right? And they took development in-house, and they scrapped the whole game. They're starting from ground zero.
I did not know
all
that.
Right? So sometimes, I'm saying some games don't come to fruition.
But
companies do this all the time.
Ask me this question. Why they ain't get rid of Q when Microsoft scraps motherfuckers what you call it? When they took it from Platinum.
Scalebound?
From Scalebound. You don't see Microsoft. Was that damn near like the same thing?
Yeah, it is.
You know
It's
what?
exactly the same
But
thing.
I don't hear nobody saying shit about that, and that's a cult fact. That's a cult classic. People want that.
You know how they say,
Mhm.
They want that.
like this, oh, Sony just pushed the game back to make it better. But if Microsoft do that, it's a problem.
That's
So
why I
they
say
coming,
Have
yeah,
more
they
fun.
going through problems. They having
Uh-huh.
technical difficulties. The game might not come out. Will they cancel the studio? Anytime anything like that happen with Microsoft. That's why I like when they announce games so early. When they get ready to come out, then announce it, then you know what I'm saying, it's ready to go, then it's time to drop. Okay, when we see it, we get it, we know what it's about. They showing us the details, we see the graphic fidelity, we see the gameplay, we see how the game work, we understand the concept of a game coming out. I don't want to see them showing on no piece of paper, no stick figure saying, well, we want to make a game that's going to move like this here. It's going to come out in 10 years.
I'm sorry,
that's like,
I just gotta laugh because I remember when they did that shit
man,
with the little kid
yeah.
drawing.
right, yeah, that's they giving you the shit that fucking earlier ahead. I'm like, man, I don't like that shit. Like with that, what it is,
matter of fact, what
Death
happened to
Stranding.
dreams? What happened to dreams? You had to be
That's-
off
that's
crystal
another-
meth.
That game was hot last, son. They still didn't come out. Yeah, I thought that game was
Death Stranding, that's like that too.
It's been years, yo. It's been years since Dreams. Didn't they show that off that first year?
They showed it, and I didn't make that off the Christmas.
Dude,
I
I
saw a
forgot
YouTuber.
when they did. Yo, I almost forgot about Dreams,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
still
it.
ain't out yet.
I saw a YouTuber said like, "Damn, I had to be off crystal meth to play. Watch this shit." He was dead serious. I'm like, "Damn." I was like, "Okay," but my thing is, where Peter Moore knew put Peter Moore doing it. Peter Moore dude that gave us so many motherfucking empty promises. I don't know how to. I mean, I get paid off the empty promises. I'll be rich right now. I'll say,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, dude."
There's a reason why he's not at Microsoft no more.
I've been with Peter Moore since Black and White. I got that shit on PC. Thought I was gonna be God. That shit was nothing but a turn-based fucking game. I gotta wait and shit and like that. I went and bought that shit day one.
Oh wow.
No, I'm
Wow,
saying,
I
even
know that
with
shit was
people,
turn based.
It ain't
Somebody-
turn-based, but it's more like a, I can say something to like a sim. Like, you know, you wait for your assets to build up and stuff like that. I thought it was gonna be some action-based. I'm gonna be God. I'm gonna be the good one. I gotta fight the devil or something. Man, that shit, it goes in about 100 hours until you see some of that shit happens.
Yeah, yo,
So
guys.
it's some sort of like an RTS.
Yeah, look at Fable.
So
Fable, he
somebody
mentioned
said
a
that
whole
game
bunch of
was
stuff.
revealed, like when the PlayStation 4 was announced. That
Mhm. What? No, Dreams.
I didn't
Dreams
know
was
that
announced.
either.
Dreams
I
was
didn't-
announced. I think 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years
All
ago.
right. Yeah,
It
2 or
was
3
2
years
'cause
ago.
I think that's when
something
they
like
went
that.
after Collider. I mean, not Collider, but they went after my boy. Went after because my boy said Andrew House. They went to my boy Cyclonus. I think that was about 2 years ago.
Well, the
But that's
game
when they brought it out.
Alright.
But they didn't
trash.
get none of it last year at all. Zero.
It's corny. That game is corny as hell, and they happy for that. Come on.
It is not. And that's not.
Well, I
graphic.
mean,
that's not a
it's,
graphically
it
demanding
might be
game.
quiet. It's not. It's not.
So-
But yeah, it might be somebody's shit though, man. I mean, we think Minecraft is corny, but there's a lot of million motherfuckers. As a matter of fact, there's tens of millions of motherfuckers that will attest to something
Minecraft.
different. Know what I'm saying? But think about this game, The Last Guardian. Y'all brought up The Last Guardian. That game was like 9-10 years in development, right? You know, they had shelved it a few times, then they brought it back out, dusted the motherfucker off, threw it in HD, and the shit came out with glitches and all, with graphics from the PS3.
Ain't nobody
It
bought
wasn't
it.
even it wasn't even updated for this generation.
I'm sorry, what
You
game
know what I'm
was this?
saying? Sony did that just to save face.
The last
All
Chihuahua.
right, but they
Last-
still blew.
Oh, that
they
little
still
chipmunk?
threw out a game with glitches and all, looking like a PS3 game, yo, in HD. Wow.
What about Deep Down?
That's
Wrong. Wrong. You wrong for that.
Wow.
You
That
wrong.
came out at launch, bro. And they
wrong.
still haven't come out with that shit, bro.
Hey,
Know
don't
what I'm
they
saying?
still got the
Capcom
access to
renewed
the, Scalebound?
renewed the license though. They renewed the name, you know, a couple of year or so back because they had to. If not, they was gonna lose the name. But when is it ever coming out? I don't know. I'm thinking Capcom put a lot of their
Shit.
money into
I can tell you where that's
Monster
at.
Hunter World.
Remember that old TV show, Unsolved Mysteries? Where's this game at?
I know, right? They never confirmed that was canceled or anything, though, so nobody really knows about that. And just to address something that Flip saw earlier, that Black Desert Online Flip, it's a free to play.
Oh man, that's I wouldn't be mad if they charge somebody. That's all I'm gonna say. I would not
No,
be
no,
mad.
it's gonna be
I'm
for like
happy that it's free
cosmetics
to
and stuff
play.
like that to
Yeah.
level up and all that. It's gonna
But
be
see,
like
that's
Terra Online.
Yeah,
I played the beta for Terra Online, and the day it dropped, I had told a couple of my homeboys that are big into games like that, just like 100, and
Mhm.
one of my boys dropped a bill on it day one.
Now,
Man.
All
I
right,
like a Path
I
of
was
Exile.
like, "Damn, bro, $100, shit."
Yeah,
Listen
like
here,
Path of
as
Exile.
long
I
as
did
he's
it.
happy, hey, I'm happy.
Yeah, like Path of
Oh, hell
Exile.
yeah.
Path of Exile. It's free to play, right? It's not pay to
Yep.
win. I done had some games that's pay to win. I gave him $40 just to say thank you. Because you
Mhm.
didn't have to do this. And I had a bunch of PC guys like, this game is fire. It's better. Some people say it's better than Diablo. You know what I'm saying? But everything is cosmetic, what you buy.
I beat Diablo.
Yeah.
I beat the Diablo. Man, I'm so leveled up, I can kill a motherfucker one hit. But that's because I had a guy that had a PC, had a 360 mod transferred to the Xbox One. He said, bro, you want to play? Ain't you 100? I'm like, yeah, let's play. I ran through the hell the rest of the game, and he would just sit back. We going in the dungeons, just tell me to sit back, and I was just leveling up.
I need to find out when this game coming out.
Nah, we don't know yet though. It's slated for the summertime. Slated for the summer. All right, but what the developers are trying to do that I actually read recently, they're trying to get it 4K X enhanced. All right, so that's what they're working on now. That's the
Well,
reason
I'm
it's
looking
taking
at
a
an
little bit more time.
Xbox video that they're saying, and it looked good. So if they're trying to enhance it on 4K, man, that's like they're gonna put this game on crack or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
this
Basically is the hardware that they had to work with, man. That Xbox One X became highly enticing to the developers. All right. Once they saw the specs on that beast, because before it was confirmed to come to PlayStation 4 first. That same title, Black Desert Online. But once they got a hold of them specs, that made them see something else entirely different. Yo, what's up, J Long? Yo, introduce yourself to everybody, bro.
Hey, what's going on, people? I came in a little late, a little bit. But I'm just here. I'm gonna talk
We lost somebody.
the little amount of shit I can for the last 5 minutes of the show, whatever. But yeah. Thanks for having me on.
All right. All right, well, go ahead. I know you've been listening to the show, if anything. Have you?
Yeah.
All right, so then give us your feedback on some of the stuff that we discussed.
About the whole 2 million, the 2.5 billion. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
2.5
impressive,
billion.
guys. It's impressive for a console that has no games, has no reason to own it, that everything's on PC. It's impressive, don't you guys think?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Highly impressive.
I'm just wondering when the year is up, how much money are they going to have now? If it's that with the
I know that
Yeah.
was just a quarter within them.
Yeah,
like,
man.
how much money are they going to have after that? What?
And you got a bare bones game in Sea of Thieves, topping the charts behind a well-known franchise like Far Cry. I know, critically acclaimed game like Far Cry. It just proves that people still buy games regardless of reviews. Reviews ain't everything.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
That's
That is so
the game
true.
is
That is
fun,
so
guys.
Y'all
And
familiar with
people-
Scarface, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Remember that part, that scene when he's going to the bank, what it says, push it to the limit. The limit. They making money, bro. Like, regardless of what
And I'm
people say.
surprised, man.
Yep.
Because Game Pass, I thought Game Pass was gonna interfere with its sales, but nah, it's actually Rare's best-selling first week or first month ever, apparently. So
Mhm.
Nintendo guys bragging about the glory days of Rare and Nintendo. How come you guys didn't support Banjo and Perfect Dark like Microsoft
Yeah.
gamers are supporting Sea of Thieves? And we're not even talking about Game Pass here, because I got it through Game Pass, and even then, the shit still top the charts. But I'm a digital gamer anyway, so my games will never really account for the MPDs anyways.
Exactly.
So, it excludes gamers such as myself and Kaleida and many others on the panel.
Right.
And, a lot of that revenue, in my opinion, is through Game Pass. That's my opinion. That probably brought in a couple million just off that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
definitely.
man.
They did say that was a contributing factor, Game Pass, but as
Yeah,
well as
absolutely.
games and services and third-party games. All right, third-party games as well.
Oh, the X is
I'm
helping
pretty
too.
sure Monster Hunter was a beast.
Yeah, exactly. Game of the year for me. That's game of the year right there.
I'm trying to understand something. They didn't do well in the NPD, far as the number one console this month or whatever, however you want to put it. But Sea of Thieves make me wonder sometime, man. Make me wonder if someone playing around with these numbers.
No, actually, the guy from the MPDs actually confirmed that the Xbox One X had the biggest growth. All right, the Xbox One platform has had the biggest growth as far as console sales. PlayStation 4 still took the lead, but they're selling more or less the same that they've always been doing.
But
But what
Collider,
the guy from the MPDs confirmed was that the Xbox One, its growth is fucking ridiculous. Pretty
but
soon it may
how is that
surpass.
possible when the Xbox is 2 point something billion and this in a couple of months? How much is Sony?
I don't know. I don't know how much they made in this last quarter.
I guarantee you it's nowhere near what Microsoft made.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about Microsoft. We're talking about the Xbox division. So I don't know what the
Exactly.
PlayStation
sorry,
division.
yeah, well, yeah, just that right there. I don't think it came close to that.
And let's be real here. Xbox is just like a little hobby that Microsoft has. This isn't even their big moneymaker. Sony, PlayStation is their moneymaker. You know, Sony relies on
Yeah,
PlayStation.
exactly. That's their biggest money maker. And you remember the things that they're going to close down the Xbox division. Literally, they're going to throw away a $2 billion a quarter check.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Right? It's like fucking retarded, man. Retarded.
And imagine when the big games come out, like the new IPs and the Halos and the Forzas. Imagine when that comes out.
Exactly.
What
And
the
those
numbers
those
of
are the
that
ones
quarter
that
would
we
be.
know about because we know there's going to be another Halo. We know there's going to be another Forza, another Gears. The thing that gets me excited is the shit that we don't know about.
Right.
And all the newest IPs are going to come out within the next couple of months. All right, Sea of Thieves is already out. State of Decay 2 is about to drop, and Crackdown 3 is going to get that release date. So everything else at the E3, after they show off a new Gears or Forza and Halo, what else are they going to show us? They're not going to show us 3 games, right? So that's the thing that gets me
They're
excited
gonna
about
show a lot of
E3.
games.
Right?
Yes, sir.
That's dude, I'm
It's
starting
like
to get more excited as the days tick by. Just thinking about that shit, man. Because when Chuck brought it up a little while ago, I was like, yo, you're right. We already know about those 3 games. And you know, they say he got Halo, Gears, and Forza. All right, after those 3 games, what else they're gonna show for the rest of the show?
funny thing is this year, what do we have this year confirmed? We don't have Halo confirmed. We don't have Gears confirmed. Forza is
No.
all but confirmed.
Yes.
So like, you know, as far and you made a video about variety, and I agree, man. The Xbox has variety, especially this year. I was playing God of War, and there's parts in that game where I'm like, yo, this looks exactly like Horizon with the orange trees and the, you know the part I'm talking about. With the
Yeah, I
house
know
looks
exactly what you're talking
like
about.
Horizon. Or when Kratos is climbing rocks, I'm like, yo, this looks exactly like Uncharted. Oh wait, Horizon has parts like that also. Like their games,
Mhm.
like they don't play the same, but they carry a lot of the same elements. And you know,
Yeah, a lot
you
of the
play
same
one,
assets over.
yeah, you feel like you're playing. It feels so familiar. That's one of my knocks against God of War. Although I still give that game a 9, it's still very familiar to every other game, and I don't like that. I want games to have their own identity. And Xbox games, they all
J-Lo,
have their own identity.
not including the water looks sad. Like
Oh,
it don't
water
look
ain't doing
like
shit.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't look
I
like
know,
real
right?
water.
What is up with that water, yo?
Certain things, the
But
waterfalls
that's
don't
just
look
a
too
nitpick, though,
realistic.
really.
Yeah.
But certain parts of the game, like, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful game, but certain parts of the game is like, if you look at Rise, Son of Rome, like bringing that up again, since they want to talk like that, you see a difference on certain quality of that game compared to 2018 game, and that was
Yeah.
So
2013.
the water
So,
doesn't ripple in God of War, right? Want to know what actually tripped me out the other day?
the far out parts too, because I had certain spots where you look far out, the shit look dull.
Oh,
And I
no,
got
no,
an
yeah, I
OLED.
noticed
I
that.
got an
I
OLED,
noticed
nigga.
that.
My shit is up there, so I'm enhancing that the PlayStation, but it doesn't like pop out like that too much. It don't look too great, but nobody brings that up. But I'm not gonna hate on the game. The game is dope though. But I'm being
The
honest.
water looks nice when you're in the boat, though. It actually, the
Yeah.
way it ripples is nice, but when he walks across the water, those ripples don't look that great. And it tripped me out because I was actually playing an OG Xbox backwards compatible title about a week or so ago, Hunter the Reckoning. And the water ripples in that game, I just kept staring at it, dude. I just started running around in circles like, damn, look at the way this water ripples. I was like, God of War, water don't look like this. And this is an OG Xbox One game.
I don't
I
understand
mean, an
how
OG
that's
Xbox game.
how is that even possible? You can have a next gen system.
But I mean, they probably gave more time to the water in this game. That's the only thing I could surmise. Because God of War does have a lot of elements at play. All right, there's a lot more things going on. You know, as far as like the gameplay and the way the graphics look and all that. There's a lot more things at play. But yeah, Ghost is right though. As far as some of the things in the background, like that giant snake, it seemed like he was dropping frames. In the background, he wasn't really moving all that well. I don't know. He looked kind of. I don't know. Was that 1080p? Was that dynamic scaling or something?
I don't know.
Right, because he didn't look as crisp, and I was seeing this on a pro. Right, I was seeing on a pro. God of War, Kratos looked crisp and everything. So did the kid. You know what I'm saying? But that snake in the background, that the world serpent, is like the resolution and everything seemed down. I was like, wow. It's like, does the visuals look like that on the X? I was like, hell no. I mean, I've seen some of the screenshots Ghost sent me. Them shits look fucking phenomenal. And he took them shits by accident. At least one of them. I don't know about the Marcus one. I think he did that on purpose.
Marcus, I did the Marcus, but the female.
We're talking about God of War, man.
Son on Marcus, and right when I took it, she popped up right there. Her face sad, and bang.
We're talking about God of War, guys. I got some new news from the PlayStation community, man. Side missions are apparently mandatory now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
like apparently you didn't beat God of War unless you did the side missions. I'm like, wow, that's news to me. Like that must mean GTA is like 50 hours long, because you got to do all the side missions. You have to do all the golfing. You have to do all the plane stuff. Just like in God of War, it's like I'm like, oh, I beat the game in 15 hours. I'm like, it was a dope game. And then they're like, oh, you rushed to it. You didn't do the side quest. You didn't do this. You didn't fight the Valkyries. I'm like, every other game I play, I level my shit up, then I do the side shit afterwards. Why would I change it for this game? Like, they expect me to change my whole style of play just because, it's their favorite game. Like, I don't like how people get defensive over this game and how people are ignoring, shout out to Hebot, that this game is pretty much Sony's answer to Darksiders. I can't even front. Hebot brought this up to me. I'm like, God damn, you're right. It's just, more polished version of that. The dungeons, the puzzles. The puzzles, the leveling up, I'm like, wow, this is actually very similar to Darksiders, now that you put it. And it's a comparison that no one's really drawing, and people are,
Yeah, Darksiders, though, does have a certain artistic art style, though, too, which I think is dope.
And God of War is a little bit more polished.
Matter of fact, I'm looking forward to that Darksiders 3. I can't front, yo. Oh, girl.
I'm playing Titanfall right now.
I know. I saw you played that earlier, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat that shit up quick.
But what did it was the trip, though, people? That they're called side quests. It's not part of the main story. It's not part of the main campaign. All right. So they're there on the side if you want to do them. They're not mandatory. They do that in RPGs all the time, and in JRPGs all the time. All that side stuff is exactly that. It's a side dish. A side platter. All right. It's not something that's mandatory. All right. If you want to just enjoy the story and enjoy the gameplay, which is what Jay Long did, and he loved it. All right. Because he gave it a 9. You know what I'm saying? A 9 out of 10. That's an incredible score. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't finished it yet. I only got 10 hours in, but I don't have a PlayStation 4 at my crib. You know what I'm saying? I play at my cousin's crib. But I think the game is dope as hell. I may even give it a 9. I may even give it a 9.5. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually doing a lot of the side stuff little by little. You know what I'm saying? Since my cousin already went through most of that shit, he could actually walk me through on a couple of the things. He normally just stays quiet in order to watch me do it. You know what I'm saying? If I get stuck, I may like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, nah, figure it out. It ain't that hard. And then I'll normally figure it out because he really doesn't help me. He doesn't hold my hand, all right? At least I forgot a war. All right, so that's a good thing. But yeah, side quests aren't mandatory, people.
Exactly.
Just to clear that up.
And I got something else. Did you use Revive Stones when you played it?
I got a Revive Stone with me, but I ain't used it yet. I haven't used it.
Yeah, like I beat the game. I only used it that one time they gave it to you. And I also didn't know this. My homeboy who plays the old God of Wars, he told me like, yo, in the old God of Wars, you open these chests, and if you open enough, you get to increase your health bar and your rage bar. I beat the game without increasing any of this shit, and my friend was surprised. He's like, really? You actually beat it without leveling up your health. I'm like, yeah. So I actually kind of made the game harder for myself because I wasn't really paying attention. I must have missed that aspect.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that you get from the side quests, like just like the realms. You tend to open up a lot of the realms, from my understanding, if you do a lot of the side quests. All right, so
Yeah.
you open up the different realms and all that. So anyway, you're gonna be going through it again anyway. Know what I'm saying? You got your
Yeah, I'm
shit
gonna be doing the
leveled up.
side
You're
quest
gonna
little by little.
exactly. So you'll eventually see all that. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be unlocking like the different other realms that you weren't able to get into. That's but it was like, oh, you ain't fight the Valkyries yet. Well, people, it wasn't mandatory. All right, they made it optional.
Yeah.
That's what optional means. All right. What else did we discuss on the podcast that J Long came in late on? Anything?
I heard y'all talking about Skyrim. I don't know what led to that.
Nah, it's all good. We can stay away from Skyrim for a minute. That wasn't even a topic. That was just Ghost. That was just Ghost going on a tangent.
Yeah, it's because of the
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Ghost
Yeah,
had a
that's when he
moment.
had went in for a minute, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, J-Lon, did you see Infinity War?
Oh shit! Hold up.
Yeah, but I don't want to
ain't no
spoil it for
spoilers. Ain't no
anybody.
spoilers. No, ain't
Yeah,
no
it
spoilers.
was-
But did you see it?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
All right.
There was a
that's
girl
it.
crying next to me. Some chick was
All right.
crying in the theater, like loud. So
There
that's
was a
just
chick
set the
crying
tone.
in the
Yeah.
theater loud as hell?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Multiple
bro.
times.
Grown woman or I mean a child? What?
Nah. She was like high school.
Oh, I don't want to hear
No.
anything that means
Dude, the
motherfuckers
movie
getting
is an
murdered.
emotional roller coaster, people. All right? So the people listening on the podcast, Infinity War, it's an emotional roller coaster.
I mean,
All
I
right,
already,
you're gonna-
I already know who died. I'm gonna still go see it though. I mean, it don't spoil it.
Nah,
But
yeah,
I'm not
they
saying-
try
I'm not
to
saying-
stay away from spoilers as much
Yeah.
as possible, because trust me, you're not seeing this coming. There's twists
Yeah.
and turns throughout this whole story that's just ridiculous, and J-Long could attest to that because he saw it. All right,
Absolutely.
so
Then again, the person probably
And-
lied to me.
yeah, and then also another thing, you have to have seen all the MCU movies to fully understand everything that's going down in Infinity War. Because if you haven't, there might be some things that'll go over your head.
You
Easily.
mean like all the one that's connected? That's connected to the
all of them? They pull from everything in the MCU. All the 18 films prior, you're gonna see shit up in this movie.
One thing that I'll say was
Alright.
dope was that like I couldn't really tell who had the most screen time aside from Thanos. Like they gave every character shine.
Hey, y'all
Yeah.
still talking about Infinity War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
Like, one
nobody's
thing that was
spoiling
dope
anything,
was-
Oh,
Chuck.
no,
Man,
they talking about no
I ain't
spoilers.
taking no-
We
I
ain't talking
ain't
about
taking no
no
chance.
You're not talking about no
Ain't taking
spoilers for
nothing.
everybody else. Somebody already told me.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't spoilers for me because I'm gonna say anyway.
Man, look,
Yo,
look, anything
gotta
we talk
see
about
it, though.
Infinity War is a spoilers.
It's all good.
This
We'll
shit,
stay
like-
away from it now, though.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll
But
say-
go
I'm gonna
ahead,
say
J-Lo.
this.
Say what you were
It
gonna
felt
say.
like everybody's movie. It felt like all the movies combined into one, pretty much. Like there's parts where you're the Strange Manor, and it feels like a Doctor Strange movie. Parts with Peter Parker, like, they equally distributed it, and I couldn't really pinpoint
Yeah, you
one
can't
character
knock it
got
for that
most
because
of
think
the
about how
Is it
many
a good
characters
movie?
there is.
Yeah, and they spread
But
it
I
out
heard
perfectly.
some like two people hating on it, saying the movie was trash.
No, those people are trash. Man.
All right,
They
thank
probably
you.
haven't seen
that's all I
all
wanted
the
to know. I'm gonna
movies.
go check it.
Yeah.
Nah,
you want to
Ghost,
know what it
the
is?
shit is on another level.
I also have to understand. and
I
keep
gotta
in
say this
mind,
for the Vibration
a lot of
podcast.
people who
man.
go see these movies. And
Yeah,
don't like them,
I
but
know.
I'm
We
saying-
going left. We going left. We going left.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Video games, man. Shit, ain't that?
All right, I feel you 100. I feel you 100. Yo, anybody else got anything to bring to the table that I might have forgotten? No? Well, I guess not then. I guess let's call it a day then.
That's about everything.
I'm about to kick some
All
ass.
right. All right. So that yo, Triple Cup, let everybody know where they can reach you at.
Maybe play
And where not to spoil you at.
Yeah, we're not. But hey, I should get right after this here. It should be no more spoilers. I ain't got to worry about even get spoiled, so I'm good now. But shit, every Saturday you can find me right here doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? On Fridays you can find me with GRG cutting up, talking about some gaming stuff. And on Wednesday nights we got the Vibration podcast. Man, we gonna show up and show out because we gonna talk about straight spoiler riffs. then it's gonna be time. You know what I'm saying? That's a week's time. Everybody had the chance to see it. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, you should see it from here to then. So that's on you. And we're gonna I was supposed to be getting Jay Williams to come on there. He was chopping it up, and so he might slide through that thing. So just stay tuned. It's gonna be up.
That's what's up, man. Hell yeah. And by then, you'll know it's a spoilerific podcast. We're going to give you a warning at the beginning of the podcast. So if you hadn't seen the movie, just put the video in your queue and watch it after you see it. All right? Like that, we could discuss what we saw in the movie. All right? Now, yo, 100, let everybody know where they can reach you at.
You already know. Everybody finds me anyway, so shit. I don't need to tell them where they at. They find me in my sleep.
Okay.
Me in my sleep, but no, y'all know y'all can catch me on Twitter, the interweb, GRG. I pop up everywhere. Shit, y'all don't know. But like I say, go check out everybody. Go check out Grown Women Gaming. Go check out the Vibrations Podcast. You got GRG from last night. You got Smash Podcast that was happening right now when we was doing it. So you guys didn't watch it, go support my man Bloody Knuckles and the crew. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I gotta go do this race on Far Cry 4 before I go play something else, because that shit irritated me before I got off. I was that close to beating it. So
that shit ain't harder than that Conquer race.
Oh no, it ain't that hard.
That is the hardest shit ever.
It is when you don't know what you're doing. Once you know what it is, that you actually can thrust up on the thumbstick. yeah, the timing is really precise. That is it. The punishing is very, 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 very precise. I can't front. All right, yo, Flip, yo, it was great having you on the show. I can't front, man. Yo, let them know where they could all reach you at.
Hey, man, listen here. Flip Money Online. Don't bother me, because I'm going to block your dumb ass. I'm telling you right now. Don't worry about no YouTube channel. The only people that follow me, 15 people, my family, and Chaos God. That's it. No, but thanks for having me on here, man. Thanks for having me on here, man. I just wanted to get on here, just give my opinion.
That's what's up, man. It was a pleasure having you on. Yo, Ghost Rider 730, let everybody know where they can reach you at.
You can catch me on InShoeWeb. Shout outs to everybody in the panel. God bless everybody. It's your boy Ghost Rider 730 out. And my YouTube channel is Ghost Rider 730. And that's it, y'all. I'm ready to play this Titanfall and finish this shit, man. That's another one I'm trying to put under my belt, bro. I'm on the road today. I was playing games all day.
Yo, I want to see you stream Skyrim in the future with some souped up graphics, bro.
Oh, I'll stream that. You want me to play that shit right after this? I'll stream that shit.
Nah, I'm gonna play a game.
Should I put it on Mixer?
I mean,
should I put it on Mixer or Twitter? Like, I'll do that. Definitely.
Yeah. But let me know another day, though, man. Because I'm actually gonna jump on some other shit after this. I actually started Final Fantasy 15 from scratch. All right, and I'm planning to just actually give it the time of day. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't give it the time of day when it came out. All right, but now I'm gonna give it the time of day. I know you finished it the other day recently, on it.
No, that's just what's called the ending. So to me, I want you to beat it first, and then you tell me how you feel about the ending. Heard they might make a different ending to it too. I wasn't the only one feel it. I wasn't finna make a petition on petition.org to say change it.
Yeah, I feel you, man. It's like, right, those people doing the petitions, they need to stop, man. They need to stop. Your Triple Cup, no, actually, Triple Cup already said, yeah, Triple Cup. Let people know where they can reach you at. Yeah, you already said that, didn't you?
Yeah. We could do it 3 times, you know what I'm saying? We could triple up.
Oh, no, it's all good. You good. Yo, J-Law, thanks for jumping in on the show. You came in at the last minute, know what I'm saying? Let people know where they can reach you at.
Yeah, YouTube and Twitter, JLong908. Whenever I feel like it, I make a video. I got a video in the works, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be
you got it in the works, but you don't
know. Yeah. It's in the mind. Right. It's in the mind.
All right, good shit, man. All right, and shout outs to E-Rock X. He had to leave. I don't know what he had to do, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We have lives. All right, simple as that. All right, and as for myself, you can reach me at Xbox Live on just Kaleidoscope, at my YouTube channel, Scope, and on Twitter at DirectX-The. You know what know what I'm saying? And as I said, I've turned over a new leaf. Leave that fanboy shit in the garage. Word up. All right, but I'm gonna still fucking state my opinion. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I am opinion based. All right, but either way, it was dope. It was a dope ass podcast, people, and we out this mug.
Peace.
Oh, and Intro Media Gaming. Well. That was quick as hell too.
He flew right on out of here.
Oh yeah, well, they just was there, just waiting for me to say bye. All right, yo guys, man, it was great having y'all on the show. I'm gonna jump on Xbox Live though.
Yeah, me too.
All right, peace out, guys.
All
Later.
right, fellas.
All right, take it easy, J-Law, and take it easy, Flip, Chuck.
Later.